you're still here. One more breath, one more round. You come too far to back down now. Dig deep, stand tall. No fear, no mercy. This is the grind, this is the moment. Show 'em what you made of.
Welcome everybody to.
Good morning.
I mean, this is. I said good morning. I was about to say Raising an Archer, but actually, where we are at the Texas Junior Ringer, brand new. Calling it the Junior Ringer because we've never done that before.
Okay.
We've always done a Texas Ringer, and it's been adults and kids all put together, and we've just shot. It was so popular last year, we sold out, and so we decided let's go ahead and separate the two, and that was a great thing, I think, because this is so much fun to see all these youth here. This tournament sold out in 2.5 weeks, if you can believe that, and still there was 5 weeks left. We've only had two people. No, we've only had one person drop.
Wow.
For the entire weekend during that 5 weeks, and we had a waiting list. That person jumped on. Today, there was not a single no-show.
Wow, that's
Is that crazy?
awesome.
Like, we never have that happen.
No,
never.
No, I don't know many tournaments or any tournaments that don't have any no-shows.
Yeah, I mean, that is just.
So that's impressive.
It's impressive to me that everybody's excited about this shoot.
Yes.
We've done a lot of fun things with our player cards and things like that.
that you can see on the wall right there.
Yeah, and so those are for our team. Those are our team player cards. We have player cards for each one of the archers that's here. I think
It's been posted on Facebook daily.
Yeah, and we'll show off some of those today too. As we see the kids down there, we'll go ahead and pull them up. We'll have to. We've got a list of stuff here, so it was really nice that they gave us. Robin has done an amazing job organizing this and making sure that all the little things are ready to go. One thing I'm not great at is making sure that the little things are done, making sure that all these big picture things get done and the cameras and all this stuff. But organizing the people, that's what's important. We have a couple different target angles today. Not sure how those will work out, but we'll have them and we'll see them and see if they do work well for us or not. If not, we'll change it for next week. But it's something that we can try.
Because next week is the adults. That is the Texas Ringer.
Yes.
So not the Junior Ringer, but the Texas Ringer.
Let's talk about the schedule. They're practicing right now.
Yep.
So the schedule here.
The
schedule. You can see it on the screen. It is 8 a.m. qualifier, and then we'll have a 12 p.m. qualifier. Mm-hmm. In between there's going to be some raffles that are given away. So we're going to try to do it between the 8 a.m. and the 12 p.m. so that we can catch everybody.
Right.
So everybody can pick up their stuff. Right at the end of the 12 p.m. qualifiers, 13U is done.
Okay.
at that point.
13U or 14U?
13U.
13U.
Yep,
Okay.
13U. So 13U, so 13 and under. So we did it to try to be not
I know
confusing.
I saw it 2 different ways and places, so I was like, okay, which one is it? I didn't know for sure. So
Yeah, I don't know about the 14U. I hadn't seen that, but with the 13U, but it could have been from last year for the years. We've tried different ages over the years, so that could be where the confusion could be. But it is for the last 2 years. It's been 17U and it's been 13U.
awesome.
13U does not have a shoot off. They're going to go. They're going to shoot all the way through
When
the
they're
qualifier.
done,
When they're done, they're done. There's no eliminations.
Right.
That will be, and so at the end of the 12:30 line. So I'm guessing right around 3 to
12:30 line or 12 o'clock line?
12 p.m. line.
Okay.
So at the end of the 12 p.m. line, which I guess will be right around 3:30, I'm guessing 3:15. Right when we pick the last scorecard, we're going to go down there and hand out the awards.
Okay.
We have Miriam, one of our archers here for her, excuse me, one of her projects for her Eagle Scout. She made platforms for us.
I
So
saw
we've
those
got
on
some-
Sunday. I didn't know where they came from.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So we've got some really cool platforms that we're going to
They
have.
looked
and
really nice.
They did. They turned out really good. She even created a chalkboard for us too.
Okay. And I saw that. That's where we had the brackets posted for practice.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that was super nice.
Yeah.
Like it was store bought.
Yeah, they did. It looks great. Like they did such a good job.
Amazing.
So right between there, then 17U is going to move into the top 8 for each one of their divisions. We'll shoot off starting at 4. We're anticipating it'll take about an hour and a half to get through that, to get to the finals. So there's going to be the gold medal match and the bronze medal match, and those will be on platforms. That'll give us about 30 minutes to get everything set up for the finals, where we'll set up the platforms, set up all the curtains and all that stuff.
So that means the top 4 will shoot in the finals.
Yes.
Okay. So we have the top 8, and then we go down to the top 4.
Then you have to move on. They have to go. We have to figure out who's going gold and who's going bronze at that point.
But for finals, it's top 4.
Yeah, it'll be the yep. But it's the top 4. But it depends on where you fall. But
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But you're right. And then we've got thank you to Jeff Dabney. He did an amazing job for us. He was the one that taped down all these cables, got everything tested. Everything is up. I mean,
was so glad that he taped the one down here in front of the check-in table.
Yep.
Because I stepped on it, so I would have tripped on it had it not been. But I stepped on it. I was like, oh, what did I step on? And I was like, oh, isn't that nice? It's taped down. And he put up with us this weekend so Miss Lorelai and I, as far as hanging the TVs, the screens down
Right.
below, because you got at least one new screen.
yeah. So we've got TVs, we've got all kinds of stuff. So for the people here, they're actually, which we've really never had before, was a live where they could see the live coverage as we're going as well.
And so Miss Lorelai asked me last weekend or Sunday, said, well, what are those? And I said, well, you can see down at the target and you can have binoculars and really hone in on your archer's target. But periodically, it will show the targets up close on the screens down there. And before, we've had the scores rolling up here right down below us, but I had a screen with that, and I'm assuming that's also going to roll periodically out there.
Yep.
But parents don't even have to wait for that to scroll, because Eyes on Score, it's live scoring.
Yeah.
And you can see it as it is scored down at the bales instead of waiting.
And I'm going to set Wendy up because she loves saying this. So you go to the eyesonscore.com. At the top right corner, there's
The hamburger.
Yes, the little hamburger. So
I knew where you were going.
I know. I knew it. Yeah, you knew where I was going. So you click on the little hamburger, you click live scores, and you'll see this tournament, and you can see exactly what's going on. Let's talk about the payout. So 13U. So 13U is so let's talk about prize money right now. So they're going to finish at the end of 12 o'clock line. Then we're going to go ahead and hand them out freestyle. First is 125 plus bowstrings. Like, thank you, Gas Bowstrings, for donating a set of strings. And for Compound, it's a pretty cool deal, because that's a $160 set of strings that you get to order. You'll have a coupon that you can just call them, and they'll go ahead and deliver them directly to your house. So First place for freestyle is 125, second is 75, and third is 50.
Sweet.
Recurve, 85, 50, and 35, and plus the bowstring, so that does make it a pretty good value. Bare bow is 210. Bare bow.
Bare bow.
They have the biggest payout for 13U at $210, 125, and 85. Bow hunter, 125, 75, and 50. So really good payouts for the 13U.
Yep.
Let's move on to the 17U. 17U, their payout is they've got some serious dollars. Freestyle. Freestyle is going to be $500, $300, and $200. So those are some good payouts.
Yeah, some good payouts.
Recurve, $340, $200, and $135.
Nice.
Bare bow. $235, $140, and $100. Bow hunter, $130, $80, and $50. One thing that's really cool about this weekend that I think is pretty cool is there's no give me's. There's at least 4 or more in every single division.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Where are you going with that?
So you're not gonna guaranteed any type of money.
Yep.
In this, you've got to earn it.
Yep.
Most of the divisions are more. There was just one division that had 4.
Okay.
Maybe 5, and then the others were better numbers. That freestyle one is pretty cool because I think we've got probably the top youth compound archers in the state shooting this thing this weekend. I'm not sure there's many, if any, are missing from that list of kids that are 17 and under. We also have a lot of kids from Louisiana shooting. We have in Arkansas. We have Oklahoma. We have several kids coming down. So a lot of fun stuff.
I saw the Arkansas family on the list, and I kind of got my feelings hurt. They didn't tell me they were coming. Shame on them.
Right? Let's see. And also what we do have is, let's see. Let's see, where is he? These should have been in alphabetical order. I can't find them.
I've got. No, I do not. I was going to say I've got them in alphabetical order, but I do not. Who are you looking for?
Looking for Smith. There he is. Austin. So the one that was just showed up on the screen, there's Austin. We'll go ahead and get our first player card out there. Let me go ahead and click here. So our first player card is Austin Smith. This kid can shoot. Like he is shoots for Golden Archers. He's been shooting for about 6 years. He's won a lot of championships, 6-time Texas 4-H Barebow champion, 2 times. He's been the grand champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, 1 reserve championship champion, multi first place at USA Archery Nationals. Good kid, good family. So it was really good to see him show up and sign up for this. Good coaches, yeah. Let's go ahead and get back to the action. I don't think we've gone into scoring yet. This is the last practice end.
It's kind of a cool shot to see all
that is a really cool
bows
shot
up there and different types of bows. So a lot of tournaments you have where the different bow types are shooting together, but here they're kind of all intertwined, and they got to pick their spot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got in early enough, you got to say if you wanted target 5A, or if you wanted spot, D. And if you like D and that was not available on 5, then you would scroll through and look for, 4, 1, wherever you wanted.
Right.
There is no other tournament that you can choose. What
position. Right. And you know what? I did that on purpose because I went to the movie theaters, and I've told you this story a couple years ago, and I got to pick my seat. And I know that's been around for a while, but we were in the middle of developing this. And I'm like, how cool is that I could go ahead and pick my spot? I can do it from home. I didn't have to get there early because you and I are old school. We used to have to you had to get there like an hour beforehand, or you're going to be sitting right in the front seat. I still like getting there
earlier so I can get all my food.
Get your popcorn.
I can get comfortable. I can make sure that my chair is clean.
Yep. I'm with you. I'm with you on
I
that.
don't want to sit in some sticky seat.
I see Joel Bonner down there. You can see him.
Yeah, I saw him
let's
down
go
there
ahead
too.
and get him up on the screen. There's Joel Bonner, bow hunter. He shoots for Team Spider X. If you notice the jersey,
which
Team
he's
Spider
wearing
X
right now,
has an interesting program. The program is that anybody can shoot for the team. if they want to be a part of the team. There is a lot of benefits being a part of the team with our WhatsApp, which I don't know, I can't keep up with it.
Oh my
There's
gosh, that is
much
crazy.
Stuff, so much info, but it's
I
a
looked
great
at
spot.
Somehow I missed 29 in the night last night, and I didn't go to bed. I stopped working at 10. So I'm
Still
like,
missed it.
28.
Yeah.
Don't you people sleep?
Yeah, there's Joel Bonner. You can see here he's a bow hunter, shoots for Tame Spider X, been shooting for 6 years. He's a kid that came to us a couple years ago from Mississippi. He lives here now. He used to live in Mississippi. In 2024, he was national champion. 2025, nationally ranked 6th place in USA. You have 2004 Texas Ringer bronze. Loves to spend time with his family and enjoys cooking.
Hey.
So we try to see what
Joel didn't bring us any food.
I know.
He
Maybe he
loves
did.
cooking.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did. We have Rod down there, Rod Shackelford, walking down. He's our DOS. We have my mind just went blank. Laura, thank you. Wow, mine just went blank. Too many words. So we've got Laura.
Good to see her today. There she is, right there.
Yeah, Laura's our judge for today. One thing that I mentioned down there is that we have 15 volunteers today that makes this happen.
All day, or we've got 15
off and on,
for this one
off and on
15
throughout
for
the day. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if we had 30 for the day or the 15, but still, that's a lot.
There's 15 people throughout the day.
Yes.
These tournaments are not easy to put together. I mean, we could make it easy, and you and I could actually pull one of these off and not do any live coverage.
Before.
No, I think, yeah. We've actually done live coverage and tried to pull this thing off. We appreciate our volunteers.
The iPad day.
Yeah, we have Jacqueline that's next to us doing our live
I didn't
or
even
our
get
directing.
to say hi to her this morning. Good morning. I love seeing her.
Her and her red hair.
Yep.
Love it. So we she does an amazing job on cameras.
She does.
And so we have her for this one. We have her for next weekend. And guess who we have for the rodeo?
Jacqueline. Sweet.
We're gonna have her on the target side. I'm gonna have to find somebody for the 3D. We're gonna split that up. So I do, since I mentioned the rodeo, I do want to throw an image up there. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put that up right here. So the rodeo, this is coming up very quickly. Sign up, registration is already there. So you can go ahead and register. It's going to be October 10th through the 12th. There's a couple different competitions going on. There's going to be a target shoot and a 3D shoot. That target shoot will be on Friday night. These are just qualifiers. You can shoot Friday night, Saturday, or Sunday morning. There's 4 different times. 3D, that's a separate competition. You can sign up for that one as well. that tournament is every hour or something like that, hour and 15 minutes. You can go. It's 20 arrows, 20 targets. You score. They give away some money there. I'm not sure exactly all the dollar amounts yet. That's still coming in. They already have.
That changes even the day of. I mean, if someone comes up and wants to donate to that, they're like, yeah. They don't say, oh, the cutoff's already. No, they go ahead and do it.
This year is going to be a little different too. They're going to allow, if there are open spots, they're going to allow same day registration. So
are they? Because I said that it was going to close at a certain date.
It closes online, but then then you got to show up, and it's going to be first come, first serve. So if somebody comes up and says, you know what, I want to shoot 3D, if there's a spot, they're going to get that spot. Just understand that you'll shoot one qualifier for target, and then the top 8 for compound right now move on. Everybody else is top 4. There are going to be some decisions made right beforehand. If, for example, last year Recurve had something like 30-some archers, they may go ahead and make the decision to go top 8. All right, just be aware. Listen to the communication on that.
Yep.
Wendy and I will be there doing the live coverage. I hope so. I don't know if I really talked to you about it. I just assume you'll be there.
You haven't talked to me about it, but yes, I'm game.
On the 3D side, we're going to have Carrie and Neil Cooley. Neil Cooley runs the Oklahoma podcast, and he's a big 3D shooter, so he's a good fit to go down there and explain all the rules and make sure everybody understands what's going on. Let's go ahead, get back to the action. I easily can get sidetracked, so let me make sure. So the rodeo is exciting. Let's go register for that. It's on Eyes on Score. You can look up the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So HLSR.
Houston Livestock
Yeah, look
Show
up
Rodeo.
HLSR, and you'll see that tournament. You can register for either one of them that way. If you go to the archery, look up rodeo archery competition, and you should be able to find the links there as well. And they'll have rules and all of that stuff.
They've got the link for 3D, then the link for Target, and then right below that is the link for all the rules.
Yep.
There are some new rules this year, so just make sure, even if you've attended in the past, go and look it up to make sure you are still aware of the old rules and the new rules.
There are some new things for the rodeo that you may not know. One of them is they're going to do fixed pens this year. One thing that they will allow is you to register in 2 different divisions. That's going to be a lot of, I'm going to say fun, because if you shoot both divisions, you can't shoot in the eliminations in both.
You have to pick whichever one. If you
to
make
pick.
eliminations in both, you need to pick which one, and then whichever one you're not going to shoot in eliminations, the next person that was behind you, so basically like an alternate, they're going to move into that position to shoot the finals.
And that's where the challenge will be. And I think that everybody needs, where if you are on the bubble, if you are in 9th or 10th, I think they're gonna make an announcement, something like at 12 p.m. on Sunday, everyone has to declare where they're going, and if they are in the top 8 for compound and they're shooting fixed pins, they decide we'll go fixed pin, they'll come out and 9 moves into that 8th spot.
And the reason why that gets a little tricky is because for people who live 5 hours away, 8 hours away, then they are trying to figure out: do we go back home? Do we leave? What, do we stay? What do we do?
Yeah.
Here's Mr. Daniel Kim. If you can get him to say hi, you are golden.
He's one of the 3 that did not turn in his shooter card.
Oh, really? He's probably like, I don't want people to know about me.
Right.
I'm Daniel Kim.
Right.
He's a very quiet kid. Does not surprise me that he did not turn in a player card.
Right.
He's shooting a recurve right there. Another kid who is one of the top in the country. One of the best in Texas.
Trying to look up some of the. I really need a list of archers, to be honest. I can't.
I have a list of archers. They're just not in order.
Are they in bail? Are they bail assignment though?
They are bail assignment in order of bails.
So if you see the name, you tell me the name, and I'll pull them up.
Are you just looking for any name, or?
I'm looking like. Oh, there we go. We can do.
We have lots of new faces here, which is always exciting to see because that helps to grow the sport.
It does. I think I'm just looking too fast here, looking for names. Am I just overlooking her?
Oh my
I
goodness,
saw
look
her.
right there.
Oh, that's Riley. Let me see if I can get Riley up. There's just too many names. We're just going to have to go through the list is what we're going to have to do. We just go one by one just so that we can get them up there.
I have 3 pages of archers.
Am I just overlooking? I need to look to make sure I got everybody in the right spot.
We have some from Spider X, Team Spider X, some from Walker County 4-H, some from Saddle River Range.
Yeah, somehow I got, see, there's, no, that's not that. Oh, that's teal. Why did I was just
I don't know.
looking.
I was wondering why.
The heck? What the heck?
I was like, well, the shirt says
sorry,
teal, but
sorry, Teal. I wasn't even. I was looking. I thought that was somebody else.
Sometimes people share shirts,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, well, maybe I got the wrong thing. Oh, that deep breath.
Yep. There's Teal. And let's go ahead and give him some love there, Wendy.
Yes. Okay. Well, now I got to find his name since his name is Teal.
It's right here. If you look over here, you can see.
Oh, well, see, why don't I have that screen
It
over
doesn't
here?
show up on that one.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I know.
All right. So he is from Team Spider X. You can tell from his jersey that he's wearing. He's been shooting for 2 years. He's been the Texas Field Archery Association Shooter of the Year. He is that's for the Cub Bow Hunter. And then NFAA Southern Sectionals winner. So that's Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. And then his hobbies, archery and hunting. Look at that smile.
Well, I think we got. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. These archers you hear the whistles going, and so they are running off of a clock. So they've got 240 seconds to shoot their 5 arrows, and then if they shoot out of time, in other words, the whistle goes off before they release, then that arrow would be scored a miss. So that's why there is the whistles that you hear going on in the background.
One thing we haven't talked about is the scoring.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk scoring. Let's go ahead and zoom in on one of the targets.
Because
And
it
you can
looks
see
like
it's
they are down there actually scoring now.
Scores are coming in
Mm-hmm.
right now.
I see some on the phone, some are writing it. And that helps with accountability. When you've got scores being written, and that's by one archer, you've got another archer who is actually calling the arrows, and then you have someone else putting them into eyes on score with all of those 3. And then if you've got a 4th archer on the bail, that one should be double checking, making sure everything is yeah, I've got some. Hey, Mr. Belusic, he says wave. I see you. So that 4th archer is kind of making sure that everything is done correctly, and helping with making sure that they're put in and that they kind of match, which each archer should be checking to make sure that their score matches, whether it is does the tablet match the paper copy?
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and post the live scores out there on, let me see. Let me get this thing going here.
There's kind of a good look of the 2 different types of targets. There's the single spot. It's got the 1 spot. And then there's the 5 spot where it's got 5 different spots. So kind of self-explanatory. Then the arrows for here, the 7, I don't know if we can see all the way in there. The 7 has to be directly in the center. It cannot touch any lines.
So you can see that one in the center is a 7.
Okay.
And then the one next to it, that's a good one. Look, they're
Yeah.
right on the line. So that's a 6.
Yep. So it touches the line, it's a 6. Then we got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the 5 spot does not go all the way out. So they are just scoring 7, 6, 5, and 4 on that 5 spot. If it is not touching the scoring area, so it could be in the outer white and touching the blue, and then it will count. But if it is not touching anything, that is a miss, which scores 0 points. So the 7 will be an arrow entirely inside the center area without touching the line. Then that 6 will be an arrow that touches the blue line that's around that center. You can clearly see the blue line from here.
So all the scores are coming in. There's still a few out there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jeff Dabney. Jeff is going to be our scorer, so I don't have to actually deal with it.
Oh, nice.
Usually I'm managing that at the same time, but the goal was to keep us up here.
I was
and
going to
keep
say, so you actually get to sit here the whole time?
Yes.
Wow.
Unbelievable, right?
I get
So we've
no
got
breaks from you.
That's right. No breaks at all.
And no breaks from Scott.
we may need to. Ellie had messaged that the music's glitching a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So we may need to bring the the music back up here
Okay.
if we have to. But we do appreciate all our volunteers. There are just so many. Like we'll keep mentioning them as we go. Robin Rodriguez, everybody I think knows Robin. Robin is the does all the communication. So if you were emailing, you were probably talking to her. My wife was laughing because she's like every night she would, Robin sends me a list of what I have to get done.
You need that.
Keep me straight, and I did need that.
Yep. And then we've got Michelle Dabney that was down here doing the check-in.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been helping along the way. And I want to say that, Rod and Jeff were not only here this morning for the junior ringer, but they've been setting up for weeks.
Yes.
I know that Sunday, still putting up things. And so it's not just a show up in the morning and let's go. It takes some time.
And I've said this before, it takes a small army to pull something off like this. If we want to do live broadcast, if we want to do live scoring, we want to do, make it special. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we can see it on any of the kids' quivers. We went ahead and printed their player card, and so that they could hook it onto their quiver. So everybody, if they walk up, you'll be able to see whose name is on there. So
it's got the
couple things. Reason was if somebody's like, well, you can see one right there.
Yeah, there it
is. It is hanging right there.
On the blue quiver, the young man with his back to us there, and
you can kind of see the quiver.
His quiver where his arrows are. Then you can see that tag hanging. That is going to be a picture of him, and then all of his stats that he turned in.
Yep, and his name and location. And
Julia has hers down there, but you can't hardly see it. It's turned towards her back.
Madeline Dotson right there to the left. You can see.
I was looking. We see the back side of hers. See the white part of it.
So I something that we thought would be special.
Mm-hmm.
For him. One thing too. Let me go ahead and pull this up if I can find it. I've just got too much stuff here. Let's see. We know the schedule. We've talked about the schedule. We want to go ahead. Let's do this. Let's while we're waiting here, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors for this weekend.
All right, and you've got several sponsors this weekend, and so we're so thankful for that. We've got Stonebreaker Archery.
Well, that's next weekend, so we've got it's for the whole thing. So, Stonebreaker. He's they've donated some money for the bear bow for the adults. So these are sponsors throughout the 2 weekends. Just so you guys know.
I was just going off the junior ringer list. I was like, let me turn over here because I'm pretty sure I'm correct over here. So with the youth compound Summit Bowstrings.
Yep.
Okay, so I had not heard of them. Where are they out of?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to look it up and we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
All right. Then Texas Archery, of course, is giving out gift cards, some nice gift cards there. We've got E.W. Bateman, Bubba Bateman. Oh, my goodness. Does he make some beautiful products? So he makes quivers and all of the accessories to go with the quivers. So it says here, an arm guard. I didn't even know he did arm guards.
Oh, it does all the leather and all that leather work.
And then bow toe. I had no idea that. I call it like a toe tag, but that's not right.
Yeah, toe tag.
Everyone is still alive.
Yep. That's good.
So bow toes, and then there's another bowstring gift certificate from TTT Strings. I want to say Triple T Strings, but that's probably not right. So I've got to look up some of these people to see where they are located and just show them some love. Super thankful for.
Here's the list of archers real quick.
Oh, you're way back here. All right. So thank you so much to our sponsors. We're thankful to be able to host this here at Texas Archery in Spring, Texas. Next weekend, it's going to run 3 days. So this is a 1-day shoot just for today for the junior ringer. Then next week for the Texas ringer, it's going to run Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So I think the video was on the girl to the left, and that was Ava. Ava, this is her rookie year. So she's
Welcome
this
to
is
the
a
family.
First competition ever.
Sweet.
She's a part of Team Spider X. She shoots a Missions by Matthews.
Yeah.
She's shooting Victory V-Force arrows, True Fire. So that's and her hobbies are softball and archery. That's great to see because, I mean, you don't have to have high-end equipment to get into this sport. It's great
Julia
way to
started
start
with
it.
a mission.
Yep.
With a mission bow.
And we did too. Like that's how we went.
Then she eventually went to Victory Vaps and then just kind of moved on. But we've always talked about there is a way to get into the sport that can be super expensive, but there is an entry level. You don't have to start out with the most expensive equipment to be competitive. Super happy because Julia's first tournament was with a missions bow. So it's kind of cool to see that going on. All right. We've got Chase and Dax right there. Dax is in a blue shirt. So you don't see Chase shooting. And if he walks off the line after Dax shoots this arrow, yep, that young man was exhibiting line etiquette. So when an archer is at full draw, either in front of you or behind you, then you don't move. You stay on the line and you stay still and quiet until they release their arrow, and then you move. That way you don't distract them, you don't bump them,
Right.
And you give them the opportunity to execute their best shot.
So I want to go ahead since Dax was up there. Dax compound freestyle. Actually, he's one of the tops in the state as well, if not in the nation. Shoots for Leading Edge Archery. 5 years of shooting. Second place ASA Shooter of the Year. First place TSA State Outdoor U21. So that would have been pretty recent. And then Texas ASA Young Adult Champion. Loves hunting, fishing, and welding. And I know that
Welding.
his dad's really into the fishing. I mean, they're just real outdoorsmen.
Yep. Is this Mr. Cody Johnson right here?
This is Cody Johnson.
All right. Shoots for Spider X. He comes to us from out of New Waverly, a little bit north of here, kind of northeast of here. He's shooting compound right now.
Yep.
Freestyle compound. So with that freestyle compound, you're pretty unlimited on what you can do with it. You can have a scope, you can have a sight, you can have magnification in your lens. Your stabilizer can be almost any length. That rear stabilizer cannot be touching you, but other than that, you're pretty open with what you can have on there. And 4-H, they call it aided.
Yes.
So you have either aided or unaided.
So we did have a few kids. We have a few 4-H archers that showed up, and they were asking about the unaided. Unaided in our tournament falls under the bow hunter division.
So that kind of limits them on what they can have on their bow.
Yep.
He was happy about his shot. That was cute.
Well, it's pretty fun. We've got some. Oh, those lights.
This one looks like he's
I
just
need to fix those lights. That's pretty
it's
bright.
blinding me. I saw
That's
the
where our
light. I saw the
interview
light.
booth is. Hopefully, we can get some kids down there to interview with us. Maybe at the break, we could have some. We'll have Robin go grab some.
So,
for
are we
us.
having a break?
A little bit of one.
Okay.
Should be about 10 minutes.
All
I
right.
guess.
Needs to be 10 minutes. The bathroom's all the way on the other side of the shop.
Right. Probably 15, just so everybody can have enough time. We only have 4 bathrooms here.
Yeah. It's like I always try to go right before you have the break, so that way I can get in before everybody else. Otherwise, I'm there forever.
Forever.
Yep.
We've got some fun stuff for interaction, to see if we can get you guys to interact. We've got some trivia that we'll throw up on the screen. And yeah. It'll be interactive, so you guys can actually participate in that trivia.
So you will need to pop out those phones.
Yes, and you'll need to go to, it's called Menti, Menti.com. Is that what it is? MENTI.com, and it'll come up, and then you'll put in a code that's on the screen, and you'll be able to participate with us. Always fun.
Yep.
We started doing that first time at the rodeo, and that was
Even though it's supposed to be fun, I always get nervous. Even when we did it at the rodeo, and I was like, I couldn't get it in fast enough. And we do this game called Kahoot in school, and yeah, and we even have it for training. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Training.
Dax looks like he's half asleep.
Well, this is a very stressful target for. There's Case Scott down there as well. Very stressful target for everybody, but mainly for these open class, because if they shoot 5 arrows down there and they all touch, let's just say they shoot inside out on every one of them, but they just touch the line, so it's not quite inside out.
It's not inside out.
They just dropped 5 points.
That's right.
I had somebody come. It's like on a Siwat, I just shot a 5x25. Here, I literally just dropped 5 points.
Yep.
It was interesting, that picture that he just showed. This is a tournament that the reason why we do it in September is because it's in between outdoor and indoor. This gives kids the opportunity, if they want to continue using their outdoor arrows for indoor. It's the only tournament that I know of that there is a huge value in shooting a micro arrow.
So we'll see how that works out for Julia. Today is her first time to use her outdoor arrows
for
indoor. So we'll see how that works with her.
It is a different. They don't for like when I was talking to Ryan says they're just not as forgiving as my bigger arrows, you know, and it could be mental, because for the little ones, if you just shoot to just the right and all of a sudden instead of it being on the X, you just shot a 5. And it's like, it's so frustrating. And on
but
a bigger
then we're
arrow,
also back to that bigger arrow. If a smaller arrow hits the same spot that a bigger arrow would, that bigger arrow could touch the line where the smaller arrow would be inside. So, it's just, you just don't know. And we didn't know. So that's what she's going with. She asked Adam, she's like, do I, and it's a couple of weeks before next week. We're about 3 weeks from the Aggie invite. So that would be inner arrows.
Yeah.
And we got to be more than that, because we've got October between.
No, rodeo's next.
Rodeo would be next. And then Aggie invite. I don't know if they're all running together.
Yeah, they do run. Once indoors, just crazy once indoors starts.
Yes. Yep.
But we have a full house this weekend. So it was really encouraging to see this. Next year, I think we're going to have to figure out how to offer more archers to be able to do this. I just love the idea of a one-day shoot, one and done, you know, and see how that goes. First time we've done it, we've always done multiple days. We even almost made this thing sold out so fast. We almost made I say almost. We considered opening up Friday night, but I was like, we had already made the decision it's going to be a one-day shoot. Let's keep it a one-day shoot, and that way people don't come in and shoot Friday and then have to come up here all day on Saturday.
Right.
So next year, everybody will know once it opens, you better sign up if you want a certain time that you want to shoot.
That's the way it is with Aggie Invite. If you don't sign up just as soon as it opens, you're not going to have a spot. The rodeo used to be that way until we changed the date and the hall that we're shooting in. It used to be if you didn't sign up right then and there, you didn't have a spot.
That is true.
So I think a lot of people, except for the newer people don't really understand that. And but after 1 or 2 times of that happening, they're like, "Oh, when does this open?"
Yeah. I mean, we've all been guilty of it, right? It's like, I'll get to it, and next thing you know, you're like, "Oh, wow."
Yes.
You get out there and have missed it. I haven't done that in a while because I've missed some, and I'm like, once it opens, I just make the point to go ahead and make it happen. You know. And you guys will find that out too if you're getting into archery. If you're on the bubble, you might as well sign up.
Yes.
Eat the cost of
if you had to no show.
If you have to come back, if you're like, you know what, I need a refund. Yeah. Most tournaments will refund.
Most tournaments will. I was
up
going to say
until
that. Yep.
registration closes. So, for example, this one closed earlier this week. I had somebody call and say, hey, they needed to cancel. Too late. I've already spent money on targets.
Right.
We've already we lose.
Right.
We've already announced the money for all the winners. So it's unfortunate, but if you had done it earlier,
right,
we could have maybe pulled somebody in or maybe did that. But the thing is we've already had to spend money on these player cards, all this stuff for them.
I see my great nieces and nephew have just come
came in.
to watch Julia.
Very cool.
I think my mother-in-law was coming too, and then I think my brother-in-law. I don't see where everyone is, but I see those three who have come in. So that's kind of cool. I think this is their first time to be able to watch. There's Mr. Jackson. My sister-in-law. Yep. Okay. So this is their first time to come and watch Julia shoot. My mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, I believe they've been here before, but.
Well, let's go ahead and get a quick update. That was end 2. So and there's just not a lot of divisions. We have boys and girls shooting together in this tournament. There was a lot of discussion around that when we first did it, but the problem is starting a tournament is very difficult to split the divisions. So we decided let's go ahead and try male and female. It turns out we have a lot of female that do end up beating the boys. Like that's not as big a gap as it is maybe in powerlifting or something like that. You know, what is it? Hay baling.
Hey, hauling.
Hey, hauling. Okay, sorry.
Come on, Scott.
Get it straight. So we have Julia Cook sitting in first place, Case Scott in second, Cody Johnson in third. You got to remember, there's 2 more days. There's another 2 more days. There's another time coming, so that's probably about a third of the group is shooting right now. Freestyle Compound 13U. Taylon Myers is in first place with a 61. Remington and Grace are leading the pack on that group right now after the first 2. With Recurve 17U, Daniel Kim first place, Madeline Dotson second, and
Sweet.
Ellie Booth is in third right now. They're all very close in score. That's all going to change. 2 ends, then that's about half the crowd there. Recurve 13U. Elaine Pinto is in first place. There's nobody else, so he's in first no matter what. So they're all shooting in the afternoon.
Way to go, Elaine.
Bowhunter 13U. Super pleased with the amount of archers that we had sign up for this. We have 6 archers right now. Teal, Stockton are tied for first. They have the same score, but the tiebreaker is a total of 7s. So Teal is in first right now. Ava is in second. Bowhunter 17U, Lily Dillon, one of our, she has a record out there. So
sweet.
I posted all the records.
Lily.
We want people to beat these records.
Yep, I saw this.
If they win, or if they take a record after this round, we will be taking pictures. We got big signs that say record broken.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be
That's cool.
Joel Bonner's in second. Let's go Barebow 13U. Carter Diaz in first with a 45. Laura in 42. Jacob 39. The 13U bow hunter was won by a female last year. So it was. I think it may have been first and second even that won that one. Barebow 13U. I already said that one. Barebow 17U. Nathan, Austin, and Miriam are the top 3 in that group. All very close, within just a few points of each other. And that is it. That gets it. But if you want to go look at the live scores, go to eyesonscore.com, click on live scores, click on the tournament, and you are in. You just got to refresh the screen after each end.
So if families were at home and they're wanting to watch this, how could they do so?
Go to YouTube. And if I don't know where would they be listening right now? Tell your friends. There you go. If you're listening to this,
well, what I was thinking is like if they've got one parent here, but the other one's got to be at home. Our grandparents are at home. That's kind of where I was going with that.
Yeah. So tell your friends and family if they want to watch
they
this.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah,
okay.
Go to YouTube. And look up Raising an Archer.
There you go. Oh my gosh, I just hear your son. YouTube it.
YouTube it. YouTube it.
Every time I would ask
just a
him
second
something.
ago, I saw Carter up there. He shoots for Team Spider X Bear Bow. I've been shooting for 2 years. 2024 and 25 first place state 4-H junior. 2024 3D placed or third at Siwat Indoor Finals. First at the S3DA Indoor Vegas Nationals. Oh, okay, so that was out in Vegas. There should have been a space right there. Sometimes that could be me, or I was just copying and pasting from. And so if you had a misspelling, it probably shows up here.
Oh, so you don't proofread?
I do not. I created 200 of these, and I'm easily over 200 now of these player cards. Robin did a great job. She'd be like, I'd post them, and she's like, immediately send me, fix it, and I'd fix it, go fix it. Yeah.
I love her.
So hobbies, reading, archery, and leatherwork. That's kind of cool. Some
Leatherwork.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder what kind of stuff he does.
I don't know. Maybe him and Bubba should hook.
That's what I
hook
mean,
up next
like
week.
an apprentice.
Yeah.
Oh, is Bubba coming next week?
Yep. That's Miriam right there. Miriam is the one that built our platforms, built the chalkboard.
Yes.
I think that's her. Yeah, that's her. That angle's weird. It's kind of the lighting behind there, kind of.
Yep.
I
Kind of
think
makes
that's
it fuzzy.
TJ Cole right next to her. We talked about him earlier.
They got up and they left Dallas at 3:00 this morning.
Did they?
I thought me getting up at 4:30 was bad, but leaving at 3. Do you know what
No,
time you had to get
TJ
up?
was here last night.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know that there's
Yeah.
there's a few. Kevin, this
Yeah.
coach, they probably got up super early this morning.
Yeah, she told me. So his wife. She's like, we left at
Well,
3:00.
Kevin
this
in those
morning.
shorts, man. What is he
Right.
coming for a swim? What the heck? Got a good picture there of TJ's target.
That's pretty cool how Jacqueline does that to where you can see the archer and their target.
Mm-hmm. She does such a good job, doesn't she?
Mhm. So you can see right now there were 2 4s and 2 5s before he goes in with his last shot.
So we threw Jacqueline a little bit of a curveball this morning when she showed up and saw there was 2 more cameras that were connected. She's just shaking her head.
See, I would have been like, "Oh, she's a pro. She's got this."
She loves me. I know it. I know it. She's just like
She's not amused.
not amused. You notice her little nose ring she's got there? It's pretty
I
cute.
did not.
Very cute.
All right. Well, we should really have a camera on her with her facial expressions. See, there goes more.
She's just shaking her head. Nope. We might
She had a
lose her.
face with
So
that
I
one,
did
too.
that one time, and she's like, do not turn that camera on.
I remember that. There's Lily Dillon right there.
Lily Dillon. Let's see. I got a player card for her. Let's go ahead and see if I can find it here real quick. There's Lily right there. Go ahead, Wendy. You want to go ahead and can you see that? Is it too far away?
I know my old eyes, but no, she's out of Knox Archery. She's been shooting for about 6 years, and it's really hard when you pull into the parking lot and you don't see parents because these kids are now driving themselves. And I'm like, what happened? They can't be old enough to drive. But yeah, she's been shooting 6 years now. One of her notable things is that she's had second at the 2025 Vegas shoot. So where's that at, Scott? Where's the Vegas shoot?
Viva Las Vegas.
It's in Vegas. 8 state records. How about that? Most notable, she said she shot a 5X round at the 2022 NFAA Indoor Nationals and then puked.
on the shooting line.
On the shooting line. Not just I ran to the bathroom and puked. No, I puked on the line. So I did not know that she played guitar. So that was pretty cool to see for hobbies.
3D printing and playing guitar. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Kind of like the 3D printing. The kids at the high school printed some fidget tools for me.
Yeah.
That were 3D. And I'm like, wow.
That's cool.
They can do all kinds of things. So
cool.
I think that's pretty neat. All right. They're going down to score again.
So they're scoring right now. I think it is time for some trivia.
Oh, my word.
Let's go ahead and get the trivia up. All right, so it's time. It's that time. Go to minty.com and then go ahead and put in that code 77298019.
Huh.
Let's see. Is anybody
I got
joining?
mine put in.
Oh, you got it in?
I
You're in?
did. Check me out. I did that pretty quick.
All right, you got one more shot right here. Go ahead and put that in. You've got menti.com. Use this code 77298019.
They can also scan the QR code that's down there on the screens.
Yeah, you can scan them. If you're here, scan them, get online.
If you're on YouTube, scan it.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and go. Let's see what we got here. What city and state are you from? Waiting for some stuff. Cut and Shoot, Texas.
Cut and shoot.
Angleton, Texas. St. Augustine.
San Augustine.
Let's see. Canton, Texas.
A little more. Let's see. Huntsville. Sugarland.
There we go.
Benton, Louisiana.
Welcome,
And you know,
Louisiana.
if you're not even here, you're not shooting, you can still play along.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, this one just says hi. I'm assuming that's not Hawaii.
Hey, there's two more people that have not responded that are
come
connected.
on.
Come on. Go ahead and respond.
I was the second one, so if I can do that fast,
All right,
you
we're
can
gonna
do it too.
we're gonna go ahead and move on. All right, what year did the Texas Ringer start? So these aren't timed or anything. We've got some.
Oh,
it's gonna get exciting, more exciting.
Yeah, because used to it was like you got more points.
Yes.
If you okay.
So you wouldn't know what the score was. So go ahead and pick when you think it started. Got about 4 answers so far. Looks like 2022 or 2023 so far is the lead. You know, nobody's picked 2024-25 because everybody knows it started.
This year was not the first year, so let me.
And we talked about
me out
last
there.
year, and so we've got numbers.
Ooh,
It
it's
looks
changing.
like 2022 is leading the pack. We'll go ahead and give it just another couple seconds, and we will go ahead and move on. It looks like 8 of 12 of you have responded so far. 8 of 12. All right. Whoops. I guess we need to go ahead and tell you what which one it is.
What was the true answer?
Why didn't it? Enter. I hit the wrong button. Let me hit it's not showing. It's
Well, then-
2022.
There we go.
So
I think we had already
2022.
said that earlier. So
Enter to hide correct answer, but I don't know.
I thought you were IT.
You would think so. All right, let's go ahead. What do you think the original name was going to be for the Texas Ringer? Because it was not going to be the Texas Ringer. Let's see the Ringer Dinger, the Lone Star Shootout, the Big Tex Shoot.
I don't know. When I think
Just
Big
so you guys
Tex,
know-
I think that would be somewhere up north.
The first name didn't last long.
Oh.
Let's see if press enter to show the correct answer. We'll give it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do it. There you go. It was the Texas 420. And so when we first did, it was like, gives us the total scores of 420. Well, guess what? What is 420, the date?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
It's the official
See, I don't even
smoke
think
weed
about
date.
that.
And so I didn't either. Like when I did it, they're like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's kind of a cool name, Texas 420. Like, no, you can't do that. 420, you know, the 420. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, there's no smoking whatsoever that's
That's right.
allowed
That's right.
during the tournament.
How
Oh, my
many?
word.
This is a trick question. This is a trick question. I think it's a trick question. How many Texas Ringers has there been, including this one? Yeah, let's see if anybody gets it right. Oh, wait, well, maybe four for some. We got 4. We have 3. We have 2. Nope, we just got 4 and 3 right now. So you guys will find this interesting. We'll give them one more second to see if who's right. All right, so it was 5. Yep. The reason why it was 5, 2022, 23, 24, we had 2. We did 1 in the early in the year, which was around the February time frame, and then we did 1 in September. That's when we realized September is really the best time for this shoot. There was just too much going on. So 5 is the answer. Let's give some words of encouragement for these kids. I think that's a lot of fun. These kids need it. This is an individual sport that makes it really does. There's a lot of mental anguish and a lot of struggle that these kids can have. So go ahead and put some words out there. Hit enter. I think you can put multiples in there.
Yeah, I think you can put like 3. 3 different things.
Like nobody's sending out encouragement. I mean, what is this all about?
Well, if I want to put 3, I have to wait until I put all 3 in because I can't go back.
Yeah.
So it takes a little longer.
True.
And now that you've distracted me, that took a little bit longer. So now I can't go back to.
Remember your process. That is true. 1 arrow at a time. Easier said than done. 1 arrow at a time. Good luck. Hi. There's the happy. Stay happy. Stay happy, everybody.
Oh, see, now it won't even let me put. There's a limit on how many characters.
Wow, how many? Were you going to write a book? Because I was taking so long. Good luck. They are talented archers. Just breathe. Sometimes breathing is good. That's funny because I remember I had a coach that would say yawn.
Oh, yes.
Beforehand, and that would kind of relax you. We'll get back to the action here in just a second. We're almost done with our trivia. All right, that was great. Let's go. All right, which one is your favorite? Rank them.
Hey, I'm going to go see my...
That's fine. That's fine. I got this.
Okay.
So which one is your favorite? Rank them. Let's see. What is everybody's favorite here? We'll see how they all rank. Right now, Compound, Bare Bow are leading. We've got 2 people that have responded so far. There we go. Now we're getting some. Bare Bow is leading the pack now above Compound. I know it takes a second to rank everybody, so I'll give you guys just a couple more seconds. So Bare Bow, it looks like Bare Bow may be leading it, and that's the biggest payout for this week for this group. Yeah, Bare Bow $200+ for first place. All right, let me go ahead. It looks like Bare Bow is going to win this one. What is the total number of scoring arrows at the 2025 Texas Junior Ringer? This will be you got to work some math here if you're gonna do it, or you just pick one. Just pick one. That's what I would do. I just pick one. Who wants to do math this early in the morning? Nobody. I don't think anybody. I think we got maybe one more question after this. All right. Guess away. I know there's you guys are out there. I know there's several out there trying to do the math. Okay, what would it be? Okay, where would it be? Get a couple more questions. Get a few more in there. Answers. We're going to move on. We need to get back to the action. Looks like 4,320 is getting there. These bales do take a pounding. So far, give it one more second. All right, looks like 4,020 is what you guys think it is. But let's see. Oh, yeah, you guys are right. It is 4,320 arrows. Good job. What is the most important in archery? Rank them. Middle management, practice, pushing yourself, having fun. Middle management is key when it comes to archery. And in my opinion, I think having fun is up there too. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't do it. You know, it's a sport that we want them to have fun, but what does it do? It requires you having fun, requires you to have practice. It requires you pushing yourself, and it requires you to have good middle management. I know that it's tough to rank these, but if you're going to be a top archer, mental management is key. So mental management, practice, having fun, and pushing yourself are the ranking. Ooh, having fun just squeaked in there right at the end. We're going to go ahead and move on. First Texas Ringer had 82 archers. What's the percentage of growth from 2022 to 2025? There we go. First one, 107. You can probably kind of do the math real quick if you know how many, archers. See, 82 was the complete archer, so you need to know the list of archers from the one that's next weekend and this weekend. Interesting fact, we had 72 youth archers sign up. That 82 included youth and adults, and I believe the adults were actually more than the youth in our very first one. So 72 youth archers shooting this one. Let's go ahead and see what was the answer. The answer is 144% growth. We're over 200 archers for this weekend already. And hey, good luck, archers. Let's get back to the action. There we go. Case Scott, first one to come up for us on the image. But Case is leading. Him and Julia are tied coming into this end. Oh, too late. Almost got there. There we go. Let's look at that score. So if you're looking at that score, it looks like he dropped 2 points. He's on the line of the X on that X ring on 2 of them. So there's 3 inside outs or 7. The other 2 are going to be 6-6. They're going down to score right now. If you want to look at the scores, go to Eyes on Score, and you'll be able to go to live scores and see those live scores. Cool part about Eyes on Score, I think it's cool. Many years ago, many years ago, my son was shooting these competitions, and we went to a national event, and they had some live scoring. It was okay. In Vegas was probably one of the first ones we went to. It was okay. The scores weren't updating quite great, but ever so often they would update, and you would see where they were, and I was like, this is really cool. Years go by, it got better, a little better. About 5 years ago, I was telling my wife that I said, what we need is live scoring at the local level, and it needs to be good. And she's like, make it happen. So I hired some developers. Those developers then start working on the app. COVID hit. That was right at the beginning of 2020. We decided to redo what we were thinking. Our first thought was going to do a web browsing version. Then we made the decision to move away from that and move to an app-driven back end where the archers on the line can use their cell phones or tablets and be able to update the scores directly, and it's going to be quick and fast. And so that the first module was qualifications. Last year, we went ahead and added eliminations, and we've been working on eliminations for about a year now since it deployed to make it better. So we're hoping for this weekend will be a good weekend of eliminations. Eliminations have a different view. So when you look at eliminations, you can look at the scores. You can see the names on top of each other, or you can actually go to the bracket view and see live scores through the bracket. So you'll know exactly if they're going to win, who they're going to go against. So kind of a cool visual. And you guys will get to see that this afternoon. But welcome back if you were gone. Right now this is the 2025 Texas Junior Ringer. I just realized our logo says Texas Ringer, and it's just going to stay that way. That's that is what this ultimate tournament is a Texas Ringer. We went ahead and decided to create a Texas Junior Ringer just for the youth. Like I said earlier, we filled up in 2.5 weeks. Still had almost 5 weeks before this tournament when it filled up. So we were pretty excited for that. A lot of money that we're giving away this weekend. We're giving away $3,500 in cash. Also, top 3 in every division. Every division gets a set of gas bowstrings. All they'll have to do is they'll have a gift certificate that they can go ahead and call in and say, hey, they got this at the Texas Ringer, and they'll mail that directly to their home. Very cool. We're very appreciative of Eric Griggs and Eric Griggs and his family for helping support this shoot for us at Gas Strings. If you can see on the floor, there's a lot of cabling. We pre-cabled everything this year, which is something we haven't done in the past. This is going to help us for next weekend as well. There was a lot of volunteers that came up to help do this. It seems like it doesn't look like a lot of work, but it's a lot of work to get all this cable run. And a lot of the cable was here, but we had to run some extra cable just to get everything together. Let's see what we have. I see Elaine in the background there. So let's see if I can pull his card up. I need to put these. I know that I'm going to have to do these in order next time. So there's Elaine. He was in the background. Elaine's recurve. This kid can shoot. He's out of Houston Archery Lessons Learning Center. 4 years shooting. He was the 2025 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Grand Champion as a junior. Recurve in the recurve target one. He was also Grand Champion for recurve 3D. Vegas Shoot in 2024, recurve Cub Male Champion. Looks like his hobbies are video games. A good family, good kid. Love seeing these kids go from, very little to becoming really good competitors. Elaine was one of the first recurve kids to shoot a 300 here. He did it at 10 yards for one of our Siwat shoots. Looks like there's still some scoring going on down there on the right side. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see. Sorry, daughter just came up. We have, let me go ahead and see where we are on the scores. All right, so let me go ahead and see. This is not a good view. Let me do a different view so I can see what's going on. Julia Cook is leading the freestyle compound 17U right now. Julia just got back from Canada, and she was part of the Youth World Target teams, and her team ended up getting gold there. It was a lot of fun to watch. It's like having to watch through iNZO, but it was a way to watch. Kay Scott is right there tied with her, but there's a tiebreaker, so it's a very close match. Cody Johnson's in third right now. Freestyle 13U, Talon is in first with a 122. Remington is right behind her, and Grace is in third. Daniel Kim, Madeline Dotson, and Shalesh are in the top 3 for recurve 17U. Elaine is in first. Stockton, Deruin, Bowhunter 13U. So I'm just going to say Stockton, Teal, and Ava are the top 3 in that division. Bowhunter 17U open. Lily and Joel are in the first and second place. There's only 2 of them shooting. Bowhunter 13U. We have Carter, Jacob, and Laura in first, second, and third. There's several shootings, so if you want to go look at the complete number, go look at that number. Barabo 17U, Nathan, Miriam, and Austin are leading the pack for those three. Or those three are leading the pack in the 17U. Let's take a look here. Let me see if I can find her. Who is that? I can't tell. Need to look. I know you guys can tell me if you look down there. So that is Talon. Her picture doesn't look the same. I was about to pull her up, but this is Talon right here. Oh, I can see it now. There she is. Talon, she shoots out of Archery HQ out in the San Antonio area, I believe. 4 years of shooting, 2024 Texas ASA state champion. She was the reserve champion last year at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. She was a state champion for NFA indoor state. She loves to hunt and fish. Love these scorecards, these player cards, so that we get a little information on the kids. Maddie Dotson, earlier this year, she won the recurve in Vegas. So we do have a lot of good archers here right now. Let me see if I see Maddie out there. There's Maddie. Let's go ahead and get Maddie over here right now. So Maddie shoots recurve. She shoots for the Houston Archery Learning Center and range. She's been shooting for 2 years. First place recurve youth female at the 2025 Vegas shoot. Really fun to watch that. I was there. And her hobbies is dancing. Some of these kids don't just do archery, which it's hard to believe, right? There's Carter down there. Again, there's all these kids. We tried to make it special for them by having these player cards that they can have, and they can put them on their hips. So you'll probably start seeing some of them at competitions. I know that kids love to have those things hang off of their quivers. Austin down there. But it is a full house. We don't, typically when we throw a tournament like Siwat, there's about 20% that don't show up. Maybe not that much. Maybe 10 to 15% don't show up. And there's always open lines. I mean, I think we had kids show up today just in case there was a no-show. Everyone showed up. And I'm anticipating it being the same for this afternoon as well. There's Ellie. Ellie she's my daughter. She came down here. She came to talk to me. She says, I'm shooting terrible. We've changed coaches just recently. And, of course, changing coaches, you change some of your forms. So she's been working through that for the last 3 or so weeks. Looks like she's shooting kind of low left right now. There you go. Gets her back in the white. Ellie's been shooting. Oh, you know what? I can do my daughter's player card. How about that? If I can find her. I could have swore I put these in alphabetical order, but they are not in alphabetical order. So there's Ellie. Ellie's recurve. She's shooting for about 3 years. She shoots for Team Spider X. Spider X is, as I told you, is a program, not really a part of a shop or anything. We've decided to move away from all organizations and created our own. And there's some reasons for that, but one of the reasons is that I don't believe that the archery organizations out there are building a community for our archers. And that's what I want. I want a community. I want kids to be able to shoot anywhere around the state. And if they want to be a part of something, they can be a part of Team Spider X. And when they show up to events, they have coaches available because we have coaches at all major events. We have dinners that we put together for the kids to make it more of a social event. So when they show up, there's going to be dinners that they can get together and know other kids. The kids created a group chat so that those kids can all communicate and become closer as a team. We know it's an individual sport, but with these kids, I believe kids like to be a part of a community. And then let me switch real quick. Let me finish up real quick. She won the Texas Ringer last year. She was 7th at USAT this year. Houston Livestock Show Grand Champion. Let's get back to the action. Got sidetracked on Spider X. There's Joel Bonner. We had mentioned earlier that Joel was lived in Mississippi, moved here a couple years ago, joined Team Spider X. I think Joel, I'll go ahead and put his player card up real quick. There's Joel Bonner. I'm going to try to go quick. Bow hunter, Team Spider X, 6 years of shooting. Oh, you know what? I've already talked about him. We'll go ahead and go back to him. I remember now. Him and his green bow. So you got a good view right there of him and his target. He's shooting TRX. Also, he's shooting a resistant release. Boys are tough. We looked at him at the end of the summer, and he was already grown quite a bit, and draw length was off. Case Scott, excellent shooter. I don't remember what he placed in Vegas, but he placed in the top 3. Maybe he put it on his player card. Let's see if I can find. Or Case. I said Chase. Case. So Case Scott right there. Knox Archery, 11 years of shooting, 2024 TFA state champion. He didn't put it on there, but 2025 Minden ASA Young Adult Champion. Also, he was the grand champion at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and also overall champion. And that would be including his 3D and his target to be able to grab that title. Back to the action. Scoring's commencing again. So you've got your, go to eyesonscore.com and you'll be able to see that. Again, we've got a full weekend. Let's look at the schedule. There you go. We're going to be, I called it Showtime because this is not an archery competition. This is an experience. So we want to make this fun. Qualifier 8 a.m. this morning. We've got our second qualifier at 12 p.m. Between those, we'll be doing our raffle for all the kids, all the stuff that's been donated. For probably around 3:30, I didn't put it on here. There'll be award ceremony for the 13U. Be right around there. 4 p.m. we'll start the elimination. So the top 8 will be shooting off, and then the top 4. Whoever's going into the gold medal match and the bronze medal match will move on. 6 p.m. will be bow hunter, 17U. Everything's 17U, so we'll just go ahead and go bow hunter. At 6:40, bear bow, 6:20 recurve, and at 8 p.m. tonight we'll be doing the freestyle compound, which is going to be the finale, which is the biggest payout for the youth of the weekend. Did you need me? No. Like I said, busy weekend, busy day, I guess is really what it is. Ready for all of this? We've put in countless hours to pull something off like this. Let me turn the volume. Hopefully you guys aren't getting a lot of background noise right now. Let's see where we are on scores. Let's do that. Wendy left me. I haven't seen Wendy. Where'd Wendy go? All right, Julia. She takes the lead by 1 point coming in the qualifiers. Also, for 17U, qualifiers are it's the top 8 that make it. So that's the key. Top 8 is where you're going to be. These scores don't mean anything once you make it to eliminations. It's head-to-head. Winner moves on. So we have compound 17U. We've got Julia, Case, and Cody leading the pack. 13U, Talon, Remington and Grace are still in the top 3. Recurve, we have Daniel, Madison, and Shalesh as the top 3 right now. Let's see. Recurve 13U. Elaine's the only one. Bowhunter, Stockton, Teal, and Ava are still the top 3. Looks like the only 3 shooting right now. Bowhunter, we have Lily Dillon and Joel Bonner. Lily, we'll see where she falls, but she is currently the record holder for that division. Barabo, 13U, Open, Carter, Laura, and Josiah are the top 3. Barabo, 17U, Nathan, Miriam, and Austin are still the top 3 right there. There's a few that are close. They could pull in there. And that is it. So go to eyesonscore.com live scoring, and you'll be able to see all of those scores as well. All right, so let's see where we are. So everybody's ready to get up there and score. That far right, taking a little time every single time. One thing that we did, slow down, slow down. Oh, it's the little ones. Oh, she's saying it's the little ones. I thought it was like saying, oh, slow down, slow down. Yeah, these kids seem to be having fun down there. It seems pretty serious, though. There's not a lot of talking, though, is there? Let me, I'm just looking up some scores here to see where we are. How far along are we? We are, okay, so we're going to, this will be the halfway mark. We'll have an idea on some of them. So 17U, we've not had anybody that's broke into the 400. So 420 is the perfect score. No one in the last, since we've been doing this in 2022, we have not had someone break the 400 mark. We had a 399, but we have not had the 400. So we'll see. Julia, where is Julia? So Julia is definitely on track to be able to shoot 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's definitely on track to shoot in the 400s this year. But it is a close match. I knew somebody was going to hit it. I was thinking multiples will hit it this year. Let's see if there's anything else to note. I'll need to look at the records and see where we are to kind of keep track of where everybody's at. There's Julia Cook down there. Like I said, Julia was a part of and it's just to tell you how somebody can make the World Target Youth Championships, World Championships. There's a team trial. That team trial is really, I think, a pretty brutal competition. So how that works is you go and you shoot your qualifying round, which is 72 arrows. Then you top 8 move on to a round robin where you shoot against every single person head to head. It is a long day, really long day. And then the top 3 then move on, and you get points per. So your placement, wherever you were placed 1 through 8, you get points associated with that. Each time you win, you get points. And then those points, the top 3 then make the team, and then they go and get to compete in those top 3 kids get to go compete at the World Championships. This year it was out in Canada. And of course it was during school, so Wendy's not here, but Wendy had to teach, so her husband ended up going. There's Carter. Like I said, we have a couple different angles on kids this year, which I think is pretty cool. Get a little different view. I did notice that camera's a little darker than the other cameras, so I'm going to have to fix that. Not bad. One thing you'll notice, the 4 ring's a little bigger on this target than a Siwat. I think that's kind of fun. That it's not as like bare bow traditional archers. They really like this scoring target. You know, it's not as discouraging to shoot 3s like as here. You can try to keep it in the 4, and there's a good chance that you can. If you keep it in the 4, you can do very well in this shoot when it comes to bare bow. You know, you get a few in there into the 7. We're getting the target lined up right now. Let me go ahead and look up her player card if I can find her. There she is. And I'm not even. I'm gonna butcher her name. Diverdi. I don't know. I cannot pronounce names very well. But she shoots recurve Houston Archery Learning Center. 2 years shooting. 2nd at the state ringer last year. 3rd Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. 6th at the NFAA Nationals in 2025. She loves to crochet, craft, and reading, so she must be very creative. Get us back to the action. This is the first time we've had so many player cards, so it's jumping around a little bit and seeing all the archers. We'll probably at one point go ahead and go through the whole list of them so that you guys can see them. Maybe during the break. Once Wendy's back, she can help me out here. Good shot, 6. Looking down there to see. Oh. Can't get my papers here to. Trying to look down at kids. By the time I find them, they've already stepped off the line, so never mind. Jacob Goff shoots for Team Spider X. Let's see. I know I can find him pretty quick here. Jacob Goff. There is his player card. That's he's freestyle, shoots for Team Spider X, 4 years of shooting, 2025 reserve champion, 3D Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. He was the silver medalist last year for the Texas Ringer, top 5 average at the 2025 State 4-H Games. He loves to hunt, watch archery videos, farm chores. That's a hobby. I guess maybe it's his parents maybe filled this out for him. I don't know. But yeah, let me get back to him real quick. Now we're back to Joel Bonner. Joel's shooting a bow hunter setup, so he's shooting a title, a Matthews title, shooting a bow hunter. There's Case Scott. He is shooting a Darton and shooting freestyle. So he is sitting in 2nd place right now, right behind Julia, but there's literally 1 point between the two of them. So these two are putting up great scores. Anticipate these two potentially are going to be in the 400s. It'll be pretty cool. Looks like he shot a 35 on that one, so that's a good round. So we're at the halfway mark. Got Rod down there. So what happens is they're gonna, if they were shooting on the bottom, they're gonna shoot on the top on the second half, and if you're shooting on the top, you're gonna move to the bottom, and then who was shooting first will be shooting second next time. It's not as complicated as it sounds. Maybe feels a little complicated, but it's not. It's not that complicated. We'll probably take a little break at the halfway mark. We've got some videos that you can, or I say video. We have a stream that you'll be able to see all the player cards, and we'll go ahead and run through that. So you'll see those live. So if you stick around, you can kind of have it up on your screen and you can see those. Let's see. We have, let me look at the scores. Well, I'll tell you guys in a second. I'd like to see where we are. If anybody is over 200 after this round, there's definitely on track for the 400, which is what we're looking for. We think that's pretty cool if we can get to that point. So the scores will be coming in just a moment. Un momento, por favor. But welcome to Texas Archery. We are out in Spring, Texas. This is we call this our 3D range. We have 9. I kind of opened it up a little bit. We could have squeezed 10 bales in here. I went ahead and did 9 basically. Kind of spread it out so everybody has plenty of space. So we have 9, so 18 lanes that you can shoot. That gives us our 72 archers for the weekend. Like I said, pretty good payout for these kids, $3,500 for all of them. The adult one next weekend, I think, is pushing $8,000 to $10,000. I can look real quick. I have the amount here, so they're right now they're just under $9,000 cash that's going to be handed out to these archers. Kind of spread out between the divisions, but that one's going to be fun. There's only 5 divisions because it's just adults. It's just one. We're not going to have the U13 or the 13U and the 17U where we have two different ones going right now. It'll just be one. So we have the freestyle compound, which right now the payout for them is first place is $600 for first. Barebow has just gone crazy. Payout for them is first place is almost $2,200 for first place. Second place $1,300. Second place $820. Trad $850 for first place. Bow hunter $350 for first. Recurve $450. So first place is going to make some pretty good money. We have the barebow has just gone crazy. We have 47 archers right now registered for barebow. Trad 34. We have people traveling all over the U.S. Coming in for this shoot next weekend. We do have a lot of youth as well that are shooting this weekend or next weekend as well with the adults. It's worth. I mean, it's a good experience. If you can make it into the top 16 there. You get to move on and get to participate in the head-to-head. I anticipate we'll probably have some young kids that'll be able to go in there and compete in some of those. Bow hunter, open freestyle. Barebow is going to be a very tough group. We have probably out of the top 8 barebows in the nation, we probably have 5 or 6 that are flying in to shoot next weekend. Going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying the live coverage. You're probably getting sick of my voice. Hopefully Wendy will be back at the halfway mark to help me out. She had some family just showed up, and so she's talking with them. But the score should be coming in. Make sure you're going out there and checking it out. I am going to take a look right now and see where we are. A few that are keeping our eye on. Julia Cook, 204. K. Scott, 203. Those are 2 that are definitely on track to shoot in the 400s, which will be a first time for us, and it will be a ringer record. And that record could change this afternoon. You just never know. Let me look up. I've got the records here. I can kind of look and see how we're doing on records. If I can find them. Here it is. Did they print off? No, they didn't. 279. So Barebow. So recurve. Let me look at recurve here. $180 would be on track to beat the record. Let's see. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong button. Let's go ahead and look over here. So, like I said, Julia and K. Scott are in the 200s already, so that they're on track. 13U compound freestyle. 357 is the record there, so she's on track to break that record potentially, which is Talon. I say she. I keep thinking you guys can see what I'm looking at. Recurve 17U 184. That one's going to be recurve. Definitely on track also for a record there. So there's a lot of records that can be broken. Let's see, Elaine 153. He's got a little work to do, I know, on that one to catch up to the record. That one was in the 320s. Bow Hunter, definitely. Bow Hunter is on track to be broken. Bow Hunter 13U has never shot in the 300s. Stockton and Teal are both on track for that for sure. Bow Hunter 17U, she's got it one. So Lily is at 180. She is the record holder right now with a 353. So she's on track to pass that one and bring in another record. Barebow 13U, looking this up. 266. So Carter's got a little work to do, so you have to do a little bit better this second half to catch that one. Nathan is at 149 for Barebow 17U. Definitely on track as well to break a record. So there is a lot of there is almost somebody in every single division on track to break one of the records for the Texas Ringer. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So while we take this little break, we're going to go ahead and let me go ahead and get something queued up for us. And we'll be back in just maybe about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna I've been trying to cope since you ran away. I've been feeling lost, I've been feeling pain. And no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. I tried to call the doctor, it didn't help. Took a trip out to the sun to revive myself. But no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna.
Hey, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. We've got a couple kids that just stepped up and, or I guess sat down right over there at the interview booth. So go ahead, introduce yourself and what club you shoot for.
Hi, I'm Saile Bernal. My club that I shoot for is Dark Horse Archery.
Oh,
Ooh,
out
Dark
in Victoria, Texas, right? That area?
Orange Grove.
Orange Grove. Okay.
Uh,
Oh, hold on. She's not. Her audio's not working. Go ahead and talk again. No, her audio. Well, great. So we have. No, it's not working.
Oh, is that the one that was making the noise?
No. For. Let me make sure here, because I have her plugged in right here.
Okay, you said your name was Rico?
No.
No. Mr. Bernal, what's your name?
Saile.
Ah, Saile. I got it right there. I had my finger on the wrong one.
So I don't know why.
So you shoot
that was not-
freestyle compound?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Look at those manners. Did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're shooting the 13U.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that, do I have that right? Yes. Are you about to go shoot now? Are you shooting this morning or are you shooting at noon?
I'm shooting this morning.
Oh, you are shooting this morning, so you probably need to. Did he say y'all are getting ready to go?
Yes.
Oh,
just about.
pre-order T-shirts. That's what he's talking about. He's trying to be a salesman.
Yeah. Well, it's already, yeah.
So are you having fun?
Yes, this is really fun.
Oh, I love that. It's not even just, yeah, I'm having fun. Yes, it is really fun. That is amazing.
Go ahead and tap that other mic. Is it working? Talk again. It's not working all of a sudden. And it was working earlier.
But it had feedback though.
But no, it was the monitor that was causing the feedback.
Oh, okay.
Let me we'll have to get that fixed. Jeff, the
So you like
the
archery
mic-
and fishing?
Mic is not working
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
other one now.
Yeah, I like archery. I don't shoot archery, but I do like archery, but I do fish. I love to fish. What kind of fishing do you do, my friend? You freshwater, saltwater?
Freshwater.
Freshwater. That's me too. I love catfish, bass. Yep. I can. What do you do? Lures? Do you do fresh bait, minnows, worms,
Both.
liver? Yeah. You know what? I've even used for catfish, I've even put corn kernels on a hook. All right, 1 minute. Hey, friends, we'll go ahead and let y'all go because you need to get over there, get your heart rate ready, get your equipment. All right, we'll talk to y'all later, though.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're ready to begin the second half. CD line up.
All right, we got a little bit of technical difficulty there with the interview booth, so we're going to have to figure out what's going on there.
But we
yeah.
are going into the second round.
Yeah.
This is the first end of the second round. The CD line is up. That means the bottom archers.
I'm going to mute for a second and swap that cable and see if that fixes it.
We never did get that light turnaround. I see the light. I see the light. All right. Looking at these young archers right here. So glad to have them come out. As I said before, this is the future of archery. We get a few adults that start later, but for the most part, the future lies in these kids. So excited that their parents bring them out. Yeah, the kids are shooting, but without the parents backing of me, like I said a while ago with Lily Dillon, that we've seen these kids before they could drive. Julia can drive, but I drove her here this morning. This youngster right here, he cannot drive. So without parents backing, I'm pretty sure that he didn't pay for his entry fee. Pretty sure he didn't pay for his boat. That's mom and dad and family. Lots of family support goes into this. Lots of cheering on, the thumbs up. Parents are having to get the snacks, provide the smiles, the hugs. There's Miss Lily Dillon. I watched that girl shoot for several years. I love watching the kids grow up. I love watching the new kids come in. Love getting to meet with all the parents. This is a family sport. It's the archery family. That's all there is to it. We all get in here. There's Lily spotting her arrow right there. She didn't look real happy about it. These kids put a lot of practice into it. Lots of hours go into it. We can see Daniel right here. Like he was kind of practicing right there. He's going through his process. He's visualizing. That expression on Daniel's face, or the lack of expression, that's pretty much Daniel. He's a great kid. I'm so happy when he talks to me because it's just unusual. He doesn't show much emotion. I always want to say that archery is an emotional sport, whether you're a spectator or whether you're the archer. But then Julie's coach will tell her there's no emotion in archery. Well, tell that to a teenage girl, because good luck with that. All right, we can see 4 7s right there, the inside X. Now, there was one that I'm not too sure of his that would have qualified as a 6 or a 7. That little family right there. I get to see them at different tournaments, and I love it. Mom, goes on around with them. It's just awesome to see them. These kids will travel to tournaments near and far. They will go nationally. There are kids who just shoot locally, and that's what we did for a while. We shot locally. You don't have to. You can go all in at first, or you can gradually get into it. Julia just shot her first world tournament about a month ago. It's exciting. It's fun. But we didn't just go all in at first. Our first tournaments were within Houston. Then we ventured toward Dallas. And I don't know, but y'all, a 5-hour drive to Dallas is that's tough. But we've got, as we said a while ago, we've got the coaches in here from Golden Triangle, and they're, from the Dallas area, and they drove in this morning. What did I say? It was 3:00 this morning. They said that they left. There's one of their archers right there. These kids they take their time, and that's what makes it happen. You're not going to see many, if any, what we call just flinging arrows. We don't see any that have rapid fire. It's a whole lot of taking the time, which that's where that clock comes into play.
Yeah, so this is coming from, 6 to 7 where you do top and bottom.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter just came up here. She's very upset. She shot the wrong target.
There are pros that do that.
Yep. It happens.
It happens.
Like I was like, did you not hear them say to swap? And she's just like, I heard it. I was just so focused on shooting my shot. And, we've made a lot of changes with her, changing her to a new coach in the last month. And of course, the new coach changes everything.
Yep.
There's nothing that's the same. It feels like, it could be a minor change. It feels big to her,
right.
And she has to focus on it. So she's, she wanted to make the top 8 here to go to the, into the shoot off. But when you drop 21 points in 3 arrows, that makes it tough. And she knows that. That's why it's frustrating. So I was just like, hey, just focus at this point. It doesn't really matter. Just focus on your shot, and get yourself back on track and
because
just work on it.
And I know you know this, and I've gone through it with Julia.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's got her focused on the score. And I know that was a goal.
Yeah.
But Julia has been taught recently that how many arrows are you shooting? And most kids will either say 5 or they'll say the total the total amount for the tournament. But it's really the one arrow.
Yep.
And which arrow is it? It's the one that you just put. It's the one that you just knocked in your bow.
Mm-hmm.
And so that takes the focus off of what's already happened. And Julia got huge compliments at World, and that made me more proud than anything was that she had a miss in the eliminations, took her out. And because when you get to that level, you can't. But people do. I mean, it happens all the time. The girl that beat her when they went into the finals round, the girl had a miss in finals.
Oh, really?
Yes. So had the same thing happen. But the coach for the USA team told Steven, said, "I've never seen somebody gain their composure like she did." So she walked off the line, went to the bathroom. He's like, I just knew she's, going to lose it in the bathroom, come out. He says, but I couldn't tell that she even cried. And Julie goes, no, I just had to go to the bathroom. She was proud that she didn't cry. But then whenever she came back, she was very quiet. She said, I was very upset. And then her and Brody walked to because they have to bus them then to the finals venue.
Yep.
And so she walked, and he didn't say anything to her. And she didn't say anything to him. And then she said, as soon as they got to the bus, he goes, you good? And she says, yeah. He said, okay, well, I figured you just needed a minute. And she's like, yeah, I just needed to be quiet.
Needed a minute.
Got on the bus. They started joking. The girls started joking around. Got to the finals venue. And the coach said it was like nothing had ever happened.
Right.
She was totally focused and ready to go. He said he doesn't hardly see that in adult archers. And I was like, how long have we been working on stuff like that, Scott?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Now,
it's true.
Same thing with her. If she did that today, I don't know that it would happen again, that she would keep it together.
Right.
And I just got through saying something about, I don't even remember you weren't on here, but I was talking about, girls and, teenage girls and basically like the emotion. Oh, Adam tells Julia said to tell Julia, archery is not an emotional sport. There's no room for emotions in archery. And I'm like, yeah,
there-
teenage girls. Tell me how that
come
goes.
Come on. Yeah, you just hate to, you hate it when they have,
Oh my gosh, yes.
stuff like that where they,
It breaks your heart.
Yeah.
I was also saying that we know how much time the kids put into it. Yeah, we can shell out money for equipment, for coaches and things, but the time that they put in for practicing, and you know what they want to do. You know that she didn't mean to go out there.
No.
And you know that hurt her. She's like, I did everything, and then it was. So not Adam, Daniel will be here. I don't know if it's today or next weekend. I don't know all the email. Like you said, Robin's like constantly communicating. But he used to say when Julie was with them, he said, it's a brain disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a split second of that disconnect for something to happen. And I can't even imagine. Like I said, I don't shoot. I judge. I do this. But I cannot imagine the pressure that they go through trying to figure out and hold it all together for all of these ends.
yes.
That's crazy. And then, like this tournament, like other tournaments, USA didn't flip the targets. But there are other organizations that flip it. Like, if you shoot top, or if you shot top, then now you're going to shoot bottom. If you shot bottom, now you got to shoot top.
Yep.
And that's just an added element that goes in there to try to keep everybody on. It's not to try to trip somebody up.
Yeah.
It's just another element to keep everybody on their toes. So it's a little bit different, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, I've known Ellie since Julia started shooting, or at least started shooting competitively, which I guess was right about the time she started shooting. So it's kind of hard to see her go through that. But when I said even it happens to pros, it happens to the best of the best. I'm talking about professional archers who do this for a living. So it's hard, but it happens. Oh, look, we have 2 lilies. That's pretty cool. All right, he's got his recurve right there. You can see it's got a sight aperture. It's got his rear stabilizers, front stabilizer. A bare bow cannot have any of that. The lily that is facing us, she too is shooting a recurve bow. It looks like Lily Dillon with the compound bow, she's got a shorter stabilizer on the front, so she's going to be shooting bow hunter. That would be my bet as to what she is registered under. I'm taking a look right quick to see, just to confirm that is what she's shooting. There, yes, Lily Dillon is shooting 17U bow hunter. She comes to us out of Pinehurst. I don't know if that young man liked the way something felt. I saw him kind of stretch his arm there, his shoulder. Let's watch as he releases and see. He didn't show anything there in his face or with his shoulder that time, so it might have just been the way he released on that arrow before that one. Oh, he definitely is having something with his shoulder there. Looks like he has an ultra view scope. All right, you can see he has 1, 2, 3 sevens, and then possibly 2 sixes. I can't tell if that center one is on the line or not. Joel with his bojack. So that means he's done with this end. He's going to stay there, though, at the line etiquette as Case comes to full draw. All right. Case has 1, 2, 3, 4 sevens, it looks like, and a 6 because that top left one looks like it's touching the line. When you hear the 1 whistle, that tells the archers that it is time that they can go ahead and raise their bow arm and begin shooting. I love seeing the water bottles on the floor. That is something we tell archers all the time. They are athletes. They do need to keep hydrated. That little fella did not like whatever he just released. He's looking back like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. That's okay, buddy. He's shaking his head. This is where what I was just talking with Scott about is that after you release that arrow, your next focus, you're shooting 1 arrow. You're only loading 1 arrow into that bow at a time. Your focus has to be on that 1 arrow. This is a big mental game. Archery does take physical ability. It does take equipment, but it takes a whole lot of mental.
Yeah, and that's just going down there and making sure that my daughter's okay. You know, she shot the wrong target. She's upset. Like, that's really the difference of making the top 8,
Yes.
you know, and not. And so that's not only did she have 3 misses, but now she has that realization that she, you know, it's going to be a lot tougher to get into the top 8.
But it's not impossible.
Not impossible. So I do have a story. So we're in.
Tell us a story.
I got a
Tell me
story.
a story, Scott.
I just ran up the stairs. I'm
I
so
knew
out of
that
shape.
out of breath.
So out of shape. So we're in Michigan at the collegiate championships. Ryan's shooting pretty good. He just shot the qualifiers and ended up making the top 3 to go to Germany to shoot at the collegiate world championships. So he's shooting pretty well. We come into, so it was a beautiful day in Michigan. Absolutely beautiful. No wind. Weather was amazing. Was probably like high 70s, you know, low 80s maybe in the afternoon. It was just so nice. A huge storm comes through, takes power lines down. People lose power. Hotels lose power. It was a nasty storm. Brought in a cold front, and this cold front was like 30s. We show up. We are freezing. The wind is blowing so hard. Luckily, Sawyer Sullivan's mom, Michelle's there, and she's like, "Hey, I brought stuff for the Texans," and she pulls out like, you know, beanies and gloves, and so she really blankets. She's like, "I knew you guys wouldn't come prepared for this. I always come prepared for this stuff." I'm like, "Okay," so she kept us warm. Ryan goes up to the first target, it's blowing so hard, he misses his first 2 arrows in the first round of elimination.
First 2.
And there's only 3 arrows. You know, you shoot 3 arrows, and then so he scored. I think he scored a 9 or a 10 on the first end. The wind was so bad, bad. And you know, I'm just like, wow, he's going to get knocked out in the top like 64. You know, and so he ended up shooting the next round. The other kid has a miss. Mm-hmm. These are good archers.
Yes.
The wind was just so bad. He has a miss. Ryan ends up getting within striking distance at this point. We go into the 4th end. Ryan ends up coming back with that one miss the kid had. Mm-hmm. He came back and ended up winning the match.
Wow.
So now we go into the next match. So now we're at the top 32. He ends up winning it. We go to the top 16. He's shooting okay. Mm-hmm. All right. We go in, but it's hard. The wind is blowing so hard. Scores are way down. He shoots his last arrow. he's down by, I don't know, 4 points, 3 points, something like that. I'm like, well, at least he made it this far. The kid has a miss. Last arrow, Ryan wins. And then we move on to the top 8. And he goes against Sawyer Sullivan. Ends up losing by like 2 points or something like that. But it was the
Still 2 points.
yeah. You turned me off.
2 points against Sawyer Sullivan.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
But you know
That's
they were,
good.
but it was both of them were super struggling. The wind
Yeah.
was so bad. None of them were putting up good scores.
it's Canada. It blew over bales.
Yeah.
The wind was crazy.
I don't think you understand, like, and that's where it was just like, it was a good learning experience because, like, never give up. Like, it's easy to give up in these things. You're like, okay, it's over. It's not over until it's over. And I couldn't believe that. I mean, the wind was just so bad. Like, what was happening is these kids were just punching the fire out of them. They're just trying to get it on target and just firing away. And it was easy to fire early, you know? Oh, so it's, so again, Ellie's got some work to do, you know? It'll probably be tough, you know, dropping 3. If it was 1, maybe 2, you have a chance. But there's still always a chance that you can make that top 8. Let's see how the scores are looking. Right now, Case Scott is in first. Julia and Dax are in first, second, and third. Again, there's still a lot of archers to still shoot in that one. Top 8 move on. Freestyle Compound 13U. Talon is still in first place. Remington and Grace. We have Recurve 17U, Daniel Kim, Madeline, and Navitri are in first, second, and third. We have Recurve 13U, Elaine Pinto, still Bo Hunter, Teal, Stockton, and Ava, first, second, and third. Bo Hunter 17U, Lily, Joel, then Bo Hunter 13U. We've got Carter still in first place. Laura's right behind him by just a couple points. And then there's Jacob. 17U, last one of Barebow. We have Nathan, Miriam, and TJ has just moved into that third spot. If the scores have not, they may have. Let's see if that, I just refreshed the screen again. TJ's still there. There's still some scores coming in. I may be off on that, just so you know. Don't take my word for it. We'll know better here in just a second as scores are coming in. But we've got some really good shooters coming up for the 12 o'clock line, so that's going to be a lot of fun to watch as we finish out the qualifying rounds this afternoon.
Stay tuned.
That's right. This is a tough target. Tough mentally, tough every way around. You know, you wouldn't think it was tough, but it's tough. That's why you'll see archers shooting micros. You have some archers that have decided to shoot the bigger ones because they feel like they have a better. They don't want to lose the 6, you know, as well. So
Yeah.
if they're right on, they constantly keep hitting the edge, then it's probably a good idea to go with the bigger arrows. I remember one year we had an archer. He says he literally he watched the he kept count and he lost points by shooting micros versus the big ones.
Well, that's what I'm wondering with Julia. I'm like, you're not going to know it until you try it. You know, It's one thing to practice because then you don't have that mental side of it again. It's one thing to, practice at home. Well, you don't have anyone around you and there's wind and everything. So to actually try it in a tournament, like, all you got to do is try.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Like I said, this is definitely a different type of shoot, you know?
She's used her 23s in the years past, but for this year,
They're shooting
she's
well,
trying
you know?
those.
If they're shooting well, go with them.
Yep. Well, and that's why whenever she was at practice, she said, I feel like they shoot better than my 23s.
See what we've got here.
So we had talked about sponsors before, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about a few other sponsors. We've got Yost Archery Products, who has been a sponsor for the youth bear bow. Thank you so much for that. Custom King has done a gift certificate and a full draw coffee. I'm kind of liking that coffee.
Have you tried it? I haven't tried it yet. I got to go down there.
Morning.
I got to go try it.
I couldn't sit up here without coffee.
Yeah.
It's either sweet tea or coffee, you know?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Joel Bonner down there.
You know, I don't hardly ever see any expression out of him. Now, Kay Scott right beside him, you will see an expression.
Yeah, you
almost
will.
every arrow. But Joel, he's just always like, I don't know. It looks like there's music in his head right now. I don't know.
There's probably some music
It
going
looks
down
like
there,
he's-
you know?
Yeah, I don't hear any music up here, so I'm not real sure.
That's good because we don't want it to come through on the mics. They'll shut us down.
Right?
Shut her
we
down.
we do not own the rights to this music.
That's why we have to have our own music. Like Dumb and Dumber. Mock King.
Oh, my gosh. One of the worst movies ever.
One of the best movies of all time.
He is singing. Right behind him in that red jersey, you've got Cash Moffat. He's the record holder from last year.
And I'll be surprised if that record stands. $3.99. There's definitely going to be some 400s today that are shot.
Well, they said that's why they came this year, because they wanted to try
Want
to
to break
do
that
better.
400.
Yeah,
And,
they
he,
wanted-
and you know what he has this afternoon? He has a good shot at breaking it, you know? And it was, and if I remember right, he dropped a couple, he like hit a 5 instead of 6 on the last arrow to not hit the 400.
Oh.
It was just like, ugh.
Yep.
But we do hope you guys are enjoying the video. We do put a lot of time into this to make this happen. A lot of dollars, a lot of money to make this happen too. When I jumped off into this live video, my very first one, I did this with our kids. I took the top 8 kids around the area and said, let's all throw $60 in. Let's shoot a qualifier. Let's do ranking. And then let's shoot off for the money. And so we all got together on a Monday, Tuesday night. I set up an iPad with a speaker next to it and with a mic, and I broadcast that way. And I was surprised at how many people tuned in to watch it.
Yep.
It wasn't huge numbers, but it was numbers.
Right.
And I'm like, wow. And there was a lot of people that watched it after the point. A lot of people shared it. Daniel's shooting well. Look at that.
Yeah. But look at, there's no emotion.
Yeah. So, you know, what's funny is that this is the part that's tough about this game. So all of those look really tight, but just looking at it, 2, 3, 4, he may have already dropped 2, 4, 6, 7, maybe 8 points potentially. That's the part that makes this game
Yeah.
tough.
Let's see what we got. 1, 2 for sure.
So,
maybe
yeah.
that's center, but I think it
So
is.
2,
I think
4.
that's a 7.
So it's 2, 4.
Oh, you're like, I was thinking this was a 5 spot.
Oh yeah. Oh, he may be the 5 spot. I was
thought
looking
he
at.
was the 5 spot.
He may be. I was just looking.
Yeah, he's a 5 spot.
He's a 5 spot. So
Yeah.
next to him, I was looking
so
at the
look
wrong
at
target.
that. He dropped 2 for sure, but that center one, I think there's space between the arrow
with those
and the
micros,
line.
they have a chance.
Yes.
If it was a big arrow, I'd say nope. If it's
Ooh,
close, it's always
yeah,
touching that line.
It's touching the line.
Unless it's the other way around and it's just missing to get the higher
right?
score. Just how that
That
works.
always sucks.
That's how it works. Yeah, we're gonna have to at the end of this. We'll see if we can get that interview booth going.
Because this is Mr. Bernal right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
His mic worked.
Yes. And it seemed like her audio worked, but just not her.
She could hear, but
yeah,
she couldn't.
but she couldn't.
yeah.
We couldn't hear her.
Yeah. It wasn't working at all. No, so we had. She was like, we had an issue with it earlier, and we got it working. We were talking about records earlier, so if you want to go ahead and look, here's the current records. I went ahead and just pulled up the ones for the youth, so you can see. I was before. I don't think you were here, Wendy. Almost every single one of these records are in jeopardy on this line.
Yeah, when I'm looking.
Almost every one of them. 13U recurve. I don't think that one was in danger, but there's still more to shoot. So I would be surprised if we don't break majority of these this weekend. We have more youth. We have double the youth that we've ever had at the ringer. So there's a lot more chances.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them were set last year. The other 2 were the year before that. Well, that's an adult right there. So let's see. Oh, these are all mixed in. Okay. 2 years ago, last year. Oh, Lily set one in 2022 that has not been broken.
Yeah, and she's actually on track to beat her own record this
Beat her
year.
own record.
Yeah, we have, like I said, we've got some of the top archers in the state that are coming this year. And we've had some really good shooters in the past, too. I'm not knocking them.
Yeah.
It's a different game. And
Yep.
so when we first did this, majority of people showed up with bigger arrows because that's what you do for an indoor. There's
Yeah.
a few that shot micros, and the ones that shot micros seemed to do very well. And then that kind of changed the game a little bit. I had actually toyed around with the idea of changing it so that we had a arrow limit size on the other direction to kind of change it up.
How small you
to
could
see
go?
to see if we could make it a little more difficult.
Yeah.
But none of the archers liked that idea. So I say none of them. A lot of them were like, I don't like this. I posted it out there, the question, they didn't like it. And so I was like, I recanted it and so you know what? We're just that way we don't even have to worry about arrows. Just everybody shoot whatever you want.
Yeah.
So we don't put a limit. One year we had somebody shoot 27s in freestyle and win it.
Wow.
Like they just, as long as you can hit the center,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a good shot. But this is a tough one to score too, because as a parent looking down there, like, I don't know, is it a 7? Is it a 6?
Unless you've got binos, and sometimes you can't even see with those.
Yeah.
There have been times that you and I have been like, what is that? What did she shoot? And you're like,
I don't know.
I don't know. It looks
Ryan-
like this, but it's close.
Yeah, as Ryan says, if it's close, it's out. When he shot his 1-9 in Vegas, I was like, man, that's close. I think it might be in. And that was it. That he shot 8.99, and that was the one arrow. And it was what kind of stung for me. He seemed to be okay with it. He's just like, I could see where it was out, but I could see that it could be in. One of the archers on the line called it in, and or on the group.
Yeah.
The other archer called it out. And so they had to call the judge over, and the judge
Right.
looked at it and called it out.
Oh.
And so he was fine with that. Judge called it out. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
that was it. Had to go to the lucky dog, but he didn't bring micros for the lucky dog. He's like, I feel like I have just as good a chance with my big arrows. Like
Yeah.
he says, they're not tuned. The little ones are not tuned. But I think this year he may bring his micros just to have them, because he's actually got we got him a second rest, so he can just take the rest off and put it on,
move
and
it,
it doesn't
yep.
change anything.
Yep.
So that
That's
we can,
what we've got to look at. Either, I don't know what Sunday's going to look like next week, but when we're here next week, I got to see about changing and paper tuning the indoor arrows, and do we need to move the rest and all
Yep,
the things.
probably.
So,
and peep potentially. I don't know if she's moved the peep at all.
I don't know. I
Probably
mean,
not.
well, after that 5-hour session with Adam, when we couldn't figure out what was wrong, a whole lot of stuff got moved.
Well, you haven't worked with him since you came back, right?
No.
So yeah, so her peep's set for probably 50 meters right now.
Yeah, probably.
So she's probably gonna have to dig in a little deeper to get that peep to light up.
Yeah.
Sorry, caught me in mid yawn.
See, I didn't even think about doing that now with her having the skinnies, but we're indoor at 18 meters, so.
Let's see. Go ahead and refresh the screen. Eyes on score. Remember, that's where the scores are at. 35 is a perfect score.
Okay. 7 times 5.
7 times 5. Didn't you? What was the math last time on that? You had said. Cody and Dax are in that third spot. Like I said, top 8 move on, but that's only about a third of the crowd that's participating right now. Taylon's still in first place. Daniel Kim is still in first place. Like I said, there's a lot. There's Kaylin Shanklin that's coming. Ethan Chan. Micah Z. There's some really good archers that are coming that we're going to be able to compete with that number, I believe. Let's see. Elaine, 237, shooting pretty good. Elaine is right now. Stockton and Teal are just bouncing back and forth, point after point. So one's in first, the next one's in. They're just swapping back and forth. That's going to be a competitive little group. We've got Lily Dillon with a 269 on track to beat her ringer record. Carter Diaz, 185. Laura, 182. Like just a couple points apart. That's barebow. We know that that's not a lot when it comes to barebow. Nathan, TJ, and Miriam. Let me go ahead and refresh the screen. Just make sure that we have the updated scores. So Nathan, TJ, and Miriam. So TJ, Miriam, Austin Smith, Alyssa, all within just a few points of each other. That's going to be a tight match for the top three. Really, in these, when there's a top 8, you really want the top 4. That gives you your best route to the finals. Just so you know that.
I just thought you wanted top number 1.
Well, of course, you're number 1. Well, number 1 and number 2 have supposedly the easiest route to the finals.
Yeah.
That's why if you take out number 1, like Dax did last year at the rodeo, he came in at 8th place, beat first, and now he's in the easiest route in theory to get to the finals. But the difference is for compound, these compound kids, I don't care who you are in the top 8, every one of them can win the first match. You don't know. It doesn't take much. What I like about this target is that, for Siwat, it would be all determined by X's.
Right.
Like all of them be shooting top.
Everybody's going to have 300.
300. Yep. If you shoot a 9 or a 4, you're probably out.
Yep, you're toast.
You're toast. In this game, it's not the same. If you shoot a 4, you can still catch back up. And that's what I like about this target face. The 7 is tough. Nobody is shooting perfect scores in this so far. It could change. That definitely could change. We have Sawyer Sullivan showing up next week. We got Ryan showing up next week. We've got some top archers coming in next week.
Sawyer's back to shooting?
Yep.
All right.
I talked to his mom 2 days ago.
Yeah.
She said he's at the range practicing right now, getting ready. It was his bow hand that he got caught in the door.
Yeah.
And
so it had what I heard severed the
tendon.
two tendons right here on the top of his hand. As I say, right here.
I don't know. I need to call Ryan to find out. But people were saying that he was going to need surgery. Maybe he's going to need surgery, but he seems to be able to fight through it.
Yeah, I think they were waiting. Swelling and everything was bad, and to see what it actually was.
It must be better because he doesn't. Since he's shooting.
Yeah.
She said the doctor wanted him to wait. 6 weeks, but he's not waiting 6 weeks.
You might as well put him down if he's going to not shoot 6 weeks. Because I'm sure that not going to Korea, is that where they just the last world? Yeah. And I'm sure not going to Korea hurt him pretty bad. Even though he's been like a world traveler recently anyway. Right.
Well, it's I know that's got to be tough like when you got a major competition coming up.
Look at next time Lily shoots. I don't know. Well, now that was her last shot. She looks like she's either having an issue getting the shot off or seeing through her peep. Her right eye keeps opening, closing, squinting, opening, closing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
It'd have to be the next end. The 12 o'clock line must be starting to show up because it's getting a little louder in here.
It is.
See, you even saw that young
man
whenever he was...
Remington, I was just looking for his. So there's Remington. Remington was just shooting. Okay. He's a free agent. So
Free
if you're
agent.
not a part of a club, you are a free agent. It's been shooting for 2 years. Looks like he's probably a 2X. It looks like there was a typo there, but 2X first place District 5 4-H.
So 2-time.
It says Ronald. It must be Roundup. I should probably spell check this thing. We have first place at the SETX 4-H Shootout in 2023. We were there.
Yeah, we were there.
Remember that?
Uh-huh.
First place, Henderson County 4-H 3D shoot. His hobbies is basketball and archery.
So what I was saying about him, before he walked off the line, he looked in front of him, he looked behind him to see if anyone was there at full draw.
Yeah. Look at Nisha with her.
She is so cute.
And there she is. And she is a ham too.
Yes,
Like
she is.
She is so funny.
She is.
Such a fun
I just
kid.
met her last Sunday.
Yeah.
This past Sunday.
So-
And I just fell in love with her.
Oh yeah, she just started last year. We haven't even got a year, so this is her rookie year. Shooting barebow. She's shooting a Win Explorer. She's using those carbon impact super clubs, and it's just those super clubs are great arrows for the hit the wrong button. They're great cheap little arrows, and they do low poundage. And her hobby is reading with her little ears.
Yeah.
Ears. We had a little technical difficulty when she was up there trying to do the interview.
This young lady right here.
That one's really dark.
It is.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can fix that while we're since I'm here. Oh yeah. Is that the right one? No, I got into the wrong camera. We'll have to work on that after for the next bounce. It's a little dark, but we'll fix it. Again, we appreciate you guys joining in. Again, this is the Texas Ringer. What's going to be? What are we all excited about? The junior Texas Ringer. Thank you. So Wendy, so at lunch, we've got Carrie Gearing that'll be joining me for the live coverage. And then for the finals, which are the eliminations, start at 4. And Wendy will be back with me, and we'll be taking you all the way till the end, which it'll be late.
It'll be late.
Yep. So it'll be just early enough for Wendy to hit the bars after this.
Not.
It'll only be like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's an early night
Then
for
an
you.
hour and a half home.
Yeah.
That's 10:30.
Get yourself a little margarita. A Rita. I guess I shouldn't be talking about that with the juniors here.
Well, we were talking about adults having one.
Yeah, adults. When we were in Germany last month, we were Ellie's 14, and they start drinking. It's legal at 16
Oh, at
to
16.
drink.
Okay, I thought it was younger than
but
that.
they start at 14, and it's pretty common for them to start at 14. So we ended up walking into we were going to buy some alcohol to bring home to give to people for gifts, and so we walk in there, and so
to give away.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Our exchange daughter Jill, which she was with us like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Yeah, something like that. We stayed in contact with her every year. She lived with us for a year during her junior year of high school, and she'll be a part of the family. So when we went to Germany, we stayed with her at her house, and it was just so much fun. But
That's nice.
Yeah, so we stayed in a little town in Germany, and it was just it wasn't touristy at all.
Right.
So it's just
I
so
like
cool.
those kind of
so
places.
cool. Like little bakeries are open, everything's walking
Yes.
distance.
Aw.
It was just such a good time. But we stopped at a liquor store.
Yeah.
And we walk in there, and Jill is piling Ellie up with alcohol. And Ellie's holding all the alcohol. And I was like, you know what?
That didn't
She
look
probably
right.
probably shouldn't be doing that. And she's like, what? Nobody cares. And
You're in Germany.
one night we went to the little local bar, and as we walked in, they're like, Ellie can go in with us, no big deal. And so they're like, does she need anything? I'm like, no, she's 14.
Water, please.
They have a lot of non-alcoholic beer too
Yeah.
there, so that the younger ones can drink as well, I guess. But yeah, Germany was a good time. Good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time of just being there. It's a good time. I mean, the archery community is so much fun. We went and we had a free day, and so we went out with all the Aggies. There was 5 of them that were there, and it was we had such a good time hanging out with them in Cologne and traveling around there and doing a lot of sightseeing, and so we had a good time.
Yeah, they enjoyed Canada. They said there was a really cool market right there. It was called the Forks.
Okay.
And so they, like the last day, if they hadn't used all of their money, so they were given cards to go buy their lunch with and everything.
Uh-huh.
And on the last day, if they hadn't done all that, they exchanged it for a gift card they could use at the Forks. And
That's cool.
But instead of getting alcohol, I think Julia brought back maple syrup.
Oh, let's say you
alcohol,
think she
maple
can pick
syrup.
it up? Yeah. Amy loves the maple syrup. When we went to Canada end of last year for World Field, it was Amy brought back a bunch of the maple syrup.
Yeah.
She loves that maple syrup
Yep.
there. Yeah, where was it in Canada?
Winnipeg,
Winnipeg. That's right. It's
Yeah.
on the east side.
Manitoba. I think it's right in the center.
Is it center?
Yeah.
Center. Right. It's not. Calgary and Edmonton's on that left side, the west side.
And it was cold and rainy.
When we were there, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Into the year, I guess it was like August, maybe.
Yeah.
Last year. It was about a
Well,
year
it was
ago.
August this year.
Yeah, it was about a year ago. It was beautiful. Maybe it was September. It's even colder, maybe colder. But
Right?
It wasn't, yeah, that shoot was at Lac La Biche. If you can imagine what biche is spelt like, it's not spelt like biche in the English way.
I would just not
Lac La
pronounce it.
Biche.
We are over where the tournament is. That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
You probably tried to pronounce it just for
Well,
the fun of it.
like how a good Texan would announce it. right?
Yeah. A good Texan. I don't know.
That box kind of messed with my mind for a
Yes,
second. I was
me
like,
too.
what
well,
is
and it's
going
kind
on?
of angled too. You know,
Yeah.
so the box needs to be moved, and then the tablecloth needs to be straightened a little bit.
Yeah. We need to fix that for the next round. Like, get that box out of the way.
That and then the light over on the.
I fixed it
interview.
already.
Did you? Because a while ago it was not.
I walked
yes,
over
that's
there.
the box.
I walked over there.
That box needs to go.
Yeah.
Needs to be on the other side of the tablecloth.
Well, it's all the new targets, so they just
I
need
know,
to.
but on the other side of the tablecloth, because
Yeah.
they can lift up the tablecloth
true.
and grab
That's true.
additional targets
true.
if need be.
So we added the rodeo last year. We added 2 more cameras. So for the rodeo, which we went from 3 cameras to 5 cameras. We're about to add for this year's rodeo. I'm thinking about getting 3 more.
Oh my word!
But not because when we split our cameras last year, it was
Yeah.
basically we had one that went bad, so we had two on target and 2
went
on
rogue.
3D, and so it didn't allow us to have the video coverage that I wanted
Okay.
on the archers. So we're gonna probably redesign a little bit and see if we can get more cameras on our youth archers to continue to promote our archers.
That's right.
And then we'll have an extra camera on 3D, so when they do their showdown, we'll have targets that can be on the archers, on the on the targets and all that good stuff.
We've got a few of those
She
shirts at home.
she won. I think she won Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo last year.
I thought, but I wasn't for sure. So,
let me,
what does her player card say? Does she have that
I'm getting it.
as a stat?
There's just too many names. I'm sure.
Well, on my spreadsheet over here, I think it's in a
There it
1-point
is.
font.
I know. There she is. Alasia Butler. Yeah, she won it last year.
Oh, look, that's
2024.
her stat. Payouts, yep.
Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yep.
Grand champion. Surprised that we can remember that stuff, right? She's been shooting for 4 years. She shoots for Pearland Archery. Our boy Daniel Tungstall out there. We love Dan.
That's where
Daniel.
Julia started shooting competitively.
Yep. It's a good.
That's why I said we've got a couple of those shirts that she's wearing.
Yeah. They do a good job out there. COVID really hurt their program when it happened, and so they kind of regrouped. I think they kind of changed their focus. They used to bring, like 15 or 20 kids to competitions, and you'd see the green everywhere, the old green Martian.
Yep.
Hand out all those stickers.
Yep. I think we've still got one on a bow case.
There's Lily. I do like that shooting jersey that Knox came up with.
Yeah.
Pretty good round. What end are we on? Does anybody know? Anybody know?
Maybe a 6 and a 5.
Let's see. We are, so this is the 11th end. So we've only got one more end after this.
One more.
Maybe it is time. Let me see what I have here for trivia. Let's have a little competition.
Oh, my.
Let's have a little competition. Let's pull this thing up. Once it's up, we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Let me know. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead. If you are on, go to minty.com. And
the AC must have been hitting right there. My phone's cold.
Put that code in. 22963574. Get yourself in the game. This one's going to be a competition. So it's how fast you can answer it and if you're correct. So correct time. All right. So we got some people joining right now. So let's go ahead and get one more right here. So go ahead and join minty.com 22963574. Let's get a little trivia action going right now. So if you want to get in the game, this is where you get in the game. All right, there we go. Question 1. Let's do this. We got about 4 players. That's okay. Everybody will know what they've missed out on. If they don't join, this is your last chance to get in the game. All right, there we go. All correct answers give maximum points. What hotel is the Vegas shoot at the 2025? Or this year in 2025? One person's answered. 2 people have answered. There we go. Everyone's voted. Caesar's Palace, and they are right. So let's see. Where are we? Wendy Cook, Jacqueline, Laurie, you guys scored 1,000 points for a correct answer. Who did it faster? Oh, they all did it super fast. So we are tied.
I like
Question
don't have
2.
to type anything in.
Oh, we got another player joining. All right, let's get this thing going right here. Whoops. Why did it do that?
I don't know. I
Okay,
can't see question 2.
Maybe I needed to, I went a little too fast. What city will the NFAA Indoor Nationals be at this year? That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
It's been at 3 of those locations now. Everyone's voted. The answer is Memphis. I don't know who got it,
Ooh.
but it was Chicago last year.
There was only one person who got Memphis. It
Yeah.
wasn't me.
Uh-oh, it was Lori. 9:45, there you go. Puff and Snuggles, come on, you got to get your game together. 5 players are ready. Let's go. There's only a few questions. I have less questions for these, which is good. What building is Lancaster Classic hosted in? Lincoln Financial Field. Mannheim Sports, Lancaster Arena. The Spooky Nook. All right, Spooky Nook it is.
Woohoo!
Was that you, Wendy?
That was me.
Wendy's back in the game.
Sweet. How many more left? Was
I
that
think,
the last one?
I think there's like 2 more questions, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, it's really close. Jacqueline, come on,
Oh,
Jacqueline.
Miss Lori.
All right, 2 more questions. Answer quickly. You get more
I
points.
have to read through them all, though.
The first ever Rushmore Rummer was held in Yankton, South Dakota. Had over 700 archers in attendance. What city will it be held in 2026?
Why you put NFAA in there? I'm like guessing on NFAA.
All right, everybody's voted. Indianapolis, that is where it'll be. It'll be at the end of the ATA show this year.
That's what I thought I heard.
Where are we on points? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, Lori, she's killing it.
Right? She's got a fast finger.
She does. All right, 5th one. 6 players ready. Let's go. Aggie Invite is one of the most popular shoots in Texas. What building is it held in? I was dirty on this one, wasn't I? I was real dirty. Not everybody's answer. There we go. Now everybody's answered. And everybody's thinking through that one. Yep, PAP. That is it. All right, where are we? Did Lori win?
She did.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Oh, I thought that was the last one.
Wendy
Oh, what?
moves right into first
No
place.
way.
Wow, congrats, Wendy Cook.
Thank you, thank you.
So Wendy
Thank you
did
to
not know the
everybody.
answers to this as she came in.
Which one?
Any of these. I mean, I didn't give you
Oh,
a heads up.
no, I did not have a heads. I was like, I did do that answer, but I did guess on the NFA ones. But yeah.
So hopefully you guys are enjoy that. You know, just trying to change it up a little bit and give you guys something
I know. I was thinking
different.
that I needed to go find Lori and sit next to her and kind of like hold her hand so she wouldn't answer so fast.
Yeah, get on her. We'll maybe try one more at the break. You know, we got one more that we'll do. We forgot to do it after the 3rd one, so we'll try again. I think having a few questions worked pretty good. I was wondering if we needed more, but I think about 5 questions is a good number for those.
Yeah.
Cheryl Harrington, she was like, came in 6th. I missed every one of them.
Oh no.
Well, we'll do it again. Now you guys know what's going on. You know the game. You know, we got a little competition going on, so might as well we should have a little competition and fun while they're out there having their fun, right? So this is, I believe, the 11th end. I'm going to go ahead and double check.
That they're scoring.
Double check the scoring right here. Yep, 11th in. Let's see. The scores have not updated yet for everybody. So we have, Julia and Case are on track for a 400.
Yay.
Julia and Case are 1 point apart.
Wow.
Coming into this last end. And like I said, it is tough to shoot a 35 on this, but it's possible.
Yep.
Dax shows to be in 3rd, Cody in 4th. Again, that's only about a third of the archers shooting, so we're gonna we'll next.
We hope they keep their top 8 space.
One thing I wonder if I should add to the app is the ability for you to go and switch it from total number to change it to average arrow. And the reason why I say that, you guys tell me what you guys think about that. So if you have the ability to say average arrows, when we go into the next, we go into the in the 12 o'clock line. If you look at average arrow, you can see that somebody is on track to be ahead of others during that time.
I don't know, because you're going to want to see their total score, but then after they've
You'll
scored...
still see the score. It ranks by average. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
I
still
don't
see the
know.
score.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, oh no. Pass. I'm not answering.
What? I just did
I know.
Minty every
I
time
just
you
know.
threw it up
I just
on the
know.
screen.
When you go, hey, Scott, I know exactly what you're going to do. Okay, Wendy.
What kind of bow can't be tied?
I don't know.
A rainbow.
Rainbow. Can't tie a
You can't tie
bow
a
and
rainbow.
arrow.
know, but you didn't say that, so
Hey.
you said you did not know.
That's true.
All right. Just one more time, wanted to thank our sponsors and
And
that's I
and,
was trying to stop it. I was trying to think of a grandioso kind of way of saying thank you, because thank you seems so small.
grandioso.
Yeah, a grand way of
Yep,
saying it.
yep. All right.
Because it means a lot to us that they would
does.
invest in these kids. So Summit Bowstrings, Texas Archery for sure. Not only is it being hosted here at Texas Archery, but Texas Archery has donated gift cards.
Yeah, donate
Then
facility. Eyes on Score does this for free, which, I mean,
Oh, nice.
we do that.
Yep.
The
The broadcasting is done for free.
broadcasting is done for free. So we, all this is really volunteer run. That's the only way you can get away. If we had to pay everybody to do this, we couldn't give away any
Right.
dollars at all.
Because the money goes back to the archers.
Yep.
A big chunk of it.
Yeah.
All right. And then, of course, E.W. Bateman. So Mr. Bateman, Bubba Bateman, and all of his leather works. He just does beautiful work. TTT Strings, Yost Archery Products, Custom King, and then Full Draw Coffee. That is
I
some
know.
good. I had never heard of it until today.
And also, they're giving away for free here this weekend.
Yes.
All day,
I'm
all
super
day today.
thankful about that.
And all day, every day next week. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Love that our sponsors are stepping up and helping
So
us with
where
that.
is Full Draw Coffee from?
I don't know. Look it up. Let's see. Full Draw.
I can do that. Oh, you're going to do it. Okay.
Full Draw. I think it's here in Texas. Draw.
Well,
Coffee.
I've heard of Black Rifle Coffee, and that was pretty good.
Full
and then-
call. Let's see. About Ned Miller. I haven't met. This is all Robin.
Yeah.
Handling.
thank
oh
you,
no,
Robin.
this is in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Hey, Full Draw is out of Pennsylvania. That's pretty cool.
All right.
I know
I wonder
that
if they're familiar with Lancaster.
Lancaster.
I know. That's how I've always said it. And
Yeah.
then if I get Moose up at Lancaster,
Yeah, Lancaster.
then it's pronounced totally different.
We'll go ahead and see
Watch
this round.
young man's shoulder. What's going on? Because every time after every shot, he moves it around and. I don't know if it has too much poundage or.
I don't know. I don't see.
I didn't see anything with it, but his.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
But then if you watch, then he'll sit there for a second and then he'll move it over like he's trying to stretch it and kind of move it around.
He may be working on pulling that into his back.
See?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just stretching it.
Every single shot.
Maybe it's hurting him.
Oh, see Lily with her. Well, she only did it the one time. That was normal, but before she held it really long. She'd squint, she'd shut it, she'd open it, she'd shut it.
Oh, yeah. Good shot. There you go. His qualifying is
2
done.
sevens. Yeah.
So everybody will stick around for this next half because, top 8 moves on.
So you want to be in that top 8.
You want to be in top 8. You want to be top 8. 9th pays nothing.
Yeah.
8th doesn't either, but at least it gives you a shot at getting into the top 3.
Yeah. You still get to move on. You're still in the game.
Yes, still in the game.
Meaning you still have a shot.
Still got a shot. That's right.
Live to see another day. What else can I come up with?
Yeah, Chat GPT it. They'll give you a lot A lot of them.
I just started using Chat GPT like a month ago.
I like ChatGPT. It's easy. It gives me ideas.
It's all right.
All right, right when we finish this, we'll go ahead and do a quick little trivia. One last time.
Another one?
Another one.
Makes me nervous. Like watching archery.
Yep. So this stream will end at the end of this shoot because we'll start a second one.
I was going to say, but then we will start a second one.
Yeah, they're already scheduled out there, so you can actually go jump on one of them right after, right
Won't
away.
be anything there right now, but
Nothing there, There's no reason to keep this thing running for an hour, but it allows us to kind of organize our videos as well.
yeah. And reorganize everything
Reorganize. If you're listening right now, just make sure you go and subscribe to Raising an Archer. We appreciate the subscriptions, and it allows us. I believe the more people subscribing, the more opportunities and options that we have. We're not doing this to make money. I can tell you that much. We're not making any money. But what it does is it's going to allow us to do more things because there's certain things that you have to have follower-wise to be able to do certain things. And so we would appreciate it if you subscribed.
Yes, please. Pretty please. Cherry on top.
I should have reminded everybody when they're down there. But when we do the raffle, I'll remind everybody, hey, go ahead and subscribe to us.
Yeah. When you were down there, did you remind people about Eyes on Score?
Yep.
Did you remind them about watching on Raising an Archer, even though they've got the screen
I
down
did.
there?
I
Okay.
did.
Well, I'm
that
so
way,
proud
that way,
of you.
That way they can
Way
tell
to
their
go,
friends and
Scott.
family about us.
Yes. Well, we've done several tournaments where they're like, Grandma and Grandpa live in a different state. Grandma lives in a different country. But yet they were able to watch online and get a glimpse into what the tournament was like and see a little bit more. Remember there was one time you weren't here and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing live broadcasting by myself. And they were upset that they didn't have like...
Yeah. You called me. I was in Lancaster. Like, we weren't going to do live scoring either. And then they were like, you were like scrounging around doing live scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just...
I figured it out.
It was a hot mess. I said we were going to do it, but we had... there was actually a developer issue that time that I had to get fixed while I was in Lancaster. But the video, they were all upset that we didn't do video.
Look, I don't even have to see the face. Those boots coming in. Elise Chan is here.
Oh, that is Elise Chan.
Right behind her is her dad, Steven.
Yep.
Isn't it funny when you get to know the little things about these kids?
Yep. Alston, good shot. Good little round. All right, that is it. All scoring, all arrows shot. All right, let's go ahead and do trivia while we're waiting.
Oh, my
Let me go
goodness.
ahead and get this in presentation mode. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a quick little competition here. Ringer trivia. Go ahead and join. You guys know what to do. Minty.com 5208 249 or 2460. Enter that code. I'm going to give you one more shot here. 5208 2460. There we go. So we got some people joining here. So we're going to go ahead and get the competition going. All right, let's wait just a second here. We've got a few people joining. Let's see if we can get a few in there. All right, we got 4. You guys know the routine. Go ahead and get in there. Just 5 questions. Minty.com. You can even do it while the video, just kind of push the video to the side. All right, we're going to go ahead and go. All correct answers give maximum points. What are the 2 types of targets at the Texas Ringer? You got to pick 2 of them, okay? Oh. It only allowed me to pick one. So I must have had something wrong. Well, there you go. I think you get points for both. That's okay. I need to fix that one. All right, let's go ahead and get going. Question 2. 5 players ready to go. Get ready. What's the highest score ending for a Texas ringer? What is it? 21, 28, 30, 35? You guys should know that. Whoops. There we go. Got some we got tight competition here. 3 of you ready, 5 players, quick answers, get you the points, get you more points. What's the highest single arrow at the Texas ringer? Faster you can answer it, the more points you get. That was easy. Everybody got that one right. Let's see how fast everybody answered it, though. Ooh, pretty fast. 4 out of 5. Let's go. What is a perfect score? Didn't we already do this one? Is it a 300? Is it a 400? Is it a 420? It's a 420. Oh. Amy and Lori are right there. Final question. How many arrows do you shoot in a qualifier? That one should be easy. There we go. Somebody picked 72 by accident. It's not an outdoor shoot. Oh, it looks like Amy wins it. Whoa, close match. Close match. Good job, everybody. Let's get back to the action. Everybody's finishing up score. So you can go out there and look right now. Eyes on score, you can see where everybody's at, where their scores are, where they're ranked right now. Kay Scott, 403. Julia Cook, 402. Those both broke records, but Kay Scott gets the record for the 403. Talon, 366. We need to, I'm going to have to go tell Robin to go get some pictures. Daniel Kim, 684. Madeline and Shalesh, top 3. Let's see. Recurve, 13U. Elaine is a 310. Teal with a 334. That may have broke a record. I don't know. I wish I had the records in front of me here. Let's see. I do somewhere. Records. So that's 13U. Bow Hunter, 299. They crushed it. Those two crushed the record, 334. Bow Hunter, 17U. Lily Dillon with a 360. Bow Hunter, 17U. She broke her record as well. Carter Diaz, 249. Bear Bow, 266 was it? Nope, that one did not get beat. Dean Rosa's score lives until the 12 o'clock line. Nathan, Barebow 17U. That record was beaten. So Nathan has the record right now. So there was several records broken. We'll see if we'll get some pictures, hopefully, with them, with their record-breaking sign and all of that good stuff. But I appreciate you guys joining in. We're going to go ahead and close the live feed. We appreciate you coming in. It looks like they're. Oh, I was about to close it. We'll go ahead. There's some makeups. We'll let the makeups happen, and then we'll go ahead and close it at that point. but we're just right down to the end. We're going to go ahead and close the stream after this, and then we'll come back right at 12 p.m. for the 12 p.m. line and do this all again. But we do really appreciate you guys joining and watching in, participating in my trivia, that humoring me by doing the trivia. Bottom right, we got a good image of him and his score. So that's a 5. If you want to understand the scoring, I'll go ahead and call it out to you guys as it happens. There we go. Better angle. I was going to say, that one's a 5.6 liner, just a little bit low. Well, since we've got him up, he's got 3 more arrows. I'll go ahead and talk about him for just a second. We have Shailesh Sawater. I'm sure I screwed his name up, but he's from Katy, Texas. Shoots for Houston Archery Lessons. 2 years of shooting, 2025 TFA is recurve state champion. He plays the violin. Let's go ahead and get back. So he just had 3 arrows. Sorry about that. 3 arrows. That one did score. That's a 4. A little scary arrow, but it did score. So that is the last scoring arrows of this end, or this round, this time.
The last of the last.
Last of the last. So we do appreciate you guys joining us. We're going to go ahead and stop this stream right now, but we do thank you. You're going to get a little bit of a break now, and we will